Strikeouts for Stanek. Looking to pick up the save.
And you couldn't ask for a better ghost runner if you're the Twins here. It's Buxton.
Fastest guy on their team. The 2-0 to Correa.
Never has.
Stanek had one save last year, and that was April.
And that's all mixed in with a lack of things that went off.
Those positions, but I was really proud the way Eugene has improved and fit in. Livers was improving right before, so but it's also a good opportunity for Jared Roden and Buddy Boeheim and those guys to step in and take up those minutes.
Yeah, I was talking to John Beeline. He said the very same thing, and because they brought up Hampton, who had 27, had 18 in the third quarter. Did you see that kind of night coming?
We had just talked that morning about how a young man hadn't made a shot in a week, so it was great to see for him. You know, he works on it with Coach B and works on his shooting incessantly, and it was good to see that work pay off, and hopefully we can carry it over. He was hot this morning in shoot around. He couldn't miss, so we'll see if it carries over tonight. But I'm really happy to see RJ knock down some shots, create some looks for himself, because he single-handedly got us back into the game against Brooklyn the other night.
I know you got the question, but I'm going to ask it too about Corey Joseph. Last 12 games, he's shooting almost 51% from three-point range. Is that just a case that he's been playing a lot?
Yes, I think early in the year his minutes were spotty, especially with Cade, trying to play Ivy, trying to play Killian, and now you plan to play a fourth guard in that group, in that rotation. His minutes were so sporadic and just couldn't get a rhythm early in the year. So now he's playing. He knows when he's going to the game. He knows about how many minutes he's going to get. So that expectation allows him to get a rhythm shooting. Again, he's always been able to knock it down, but not at this pace. And I'm happy for Corey because he, again, struggled early in the year, kind of down on him a little bit. But yeah, he's really turned on his three-point shooting, and he's just been a pest defensively for us against everybody.
Final thing about this game, I mean, Indiana's got a pretty good list of injured players too. So, what are the keys here tonight?
Well, the key is make sure we guard whoever they put out there. that's one thing, Mark. But again, it's an opportunity for their young guys as well as our young guys. And again, we have to get back in transition. One key too, when we play big, Darren has to make sure he locates their shooters in transition, because the habits of the bigs is running to the paint and finding another big man. But if you're guarding a small four, then he's going to be spotted out at the free throw line. So we did a better job later in the game against Brooklyn, but early in the game they busted open on us because we had trouble locating those guys in half court and in full court in transition because of our size.
All right, all the best tonight.
Thanks so much, Mark.
That is Dwayne Casey in our Coach's Corner. Pistons and the Pacers coming up.
The Detroit Pistons Tonight pregame show on the Detroit Pistons Radio Network. Now let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Pistons Basketball Network. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. Always live on the free Odyssey app. This is Detroit Pistons basketball.
Gamble move, kicks left corner, scored for three.
Here are Mike Champion and Rick Mahorn.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Gainbridge Fieldhouse in downtown Indianapolis. It is the final home game for the Indiana Pacers. For the Pistons, it's the front end of a two-game road trip to wrap up the season, and neither one of these, well, of course, Indiana could say, well, we're playing for a reason. They've got some draft pick orders that could affect them. Pistons are pretty well set, and the biggest problem for both of these teams tonight, Rick Mahorn, you and I may have to suit up.
Well, if we have to suit up, we got to take one for the team.
Yeah, I'd go at least 30 seconds.
No, you going a lot longer than me. I'll just get on the court and walk right back off. That's good.
I see.
And they'll give me a minute for playing time.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Dire Straits.
Still only one out, and Donovan Solano at the plate, 2 for 4. Couple of singles and a run. First pitch high off Maldonado's glove and into the screen. And both runners move up, and now the winning run is at third with one out. Second wild pitch of the inning. Down as an intentional walk. At least now a ground ball double play could get you out of this.
Or even just a ground ball at somebody, get that force at home.
Kyle Farmer at the plate, 1 for 4 with a single. Middle infielders back up a couple of steps. Corner infielders are in. First pitch. breaking ball strike. So the middle infielders, they're in, but they're not all the way in, and they're not halfway either.
Attention BetMGM customers, you got a friend who loves sports just as much as you do. Here's a chance for both of you to earn a $50 bonus whenever they sign up through the BetMGM Refer a Friend program. Just sign into your BetMGM account and then click on the Refer a Friend program to send a message to your friend inviting them to register a new account in the state of Michigan. Once your friend signs up and makes a deposit, they'll receive a $50 bonus. BetMGM and GameSense reminds you to play responsibly and offer resources to help you make appropriate choices.
Obviously, they've won all three of those games. The Hawks have held opponents under 30% from three 26 times this year. They're 23-3 in those games. It's the be-all, end-all of stats. You're not going to find any more telling stat of any team anywhere in the NBA this year. Simple as this. The Hawks defend the three-point line. They're going to win the basketball game. Hopefully they can do that tonight against Philadelphia. Trae Young and DeJounte Murray are also on pace for a really unique stat for a duo. They're on pace to do something that only Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen have ever done in NBA history. Trae Young averaging 26 points per game and 10 assists. DeJounte Murray averaging 20 points a game and 6 assists. If they stay on pace, which they likely will, they'll become the first set of teammates to average 20 and 6 in the same year since Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen did it back in 1991. Not bad company for a set of teammates. Speaking of assists, the Hawks have some assist history royalty in the building tonight. First of all, Trae Young set to lead the NBA in total assists for the second straight season. The only other Hawks player to ever go over 700 assists in back-to-back seasons is Doc Rivers. He's the head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers. So Trae and Doc in the same building tonight. Tonight, the fourth and final meeting between Philadelphia and Atlanta this season. Sixers lead the season series 2-1 so far. So a win tonight would split the season series as well. And again, Philadelphia has sewed up the 3 spot in the East. They'll be resting most of their best guys. We'll get you an injury report in about 10 minutes from right now. I don't know if it's an injury report so much as it is who's not playing, because Philadelphia is already in the playoffs report, but we'll call it an injury report. We'll get there in about 10 minutes. As for the Hawks, only DeAndre Hunter was listed, but he is going. So the Hawks are fully healthy. Whereas Philadelphia is not playing anyone. So hopefully that all leads to success for the Hawks tonight. Listen up, Hawks fans. It's 30 minutes to game time, presented by Napa. It's time to get up and go. We'll come back, take a listen back to the way things sounded on Wednesday night against the Washington Wizards right here on the pregame show on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
At Kroger, no matter where you order free pickup, you get the same great deals as you'd get in store. So you can save when you order during band practice, or at the dog park, or wherever. Start your cart with the Kroger app and save from wherever today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. $35 order minimum. Restrictions may apply. Subject to availability.
Save more on natural and organic items. Just clip your digital coupons on our app and use them up to 5 times in one transaction with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Why are John Foy and Associates known for their responsiveness?
When you are injured on the job, it affects every aspect of your life. I understand that it's not only your ability to earn income which is affected, but also your ability to live your day-to-day life and be there for your family. It's therefore important to me to not only have a passion for the law, but to have a passion for the people and the families I fight for. This belief is a belief I hold dear and a belief I have built my firm on.
Injured? Call attorney John Foy and Associates today.
Georgia is our home. That's why at Georgia Power, we're building the future of energy. Over the last decade, we've invested nearly $10 billion to strengthen the electric grid, installing new substations, upgrading transformers, moving power lines underground, and investing in cleaner energy. We're making the electric grid more resilient and reliable for you and for future generations. At Georgia Power, we know that making smart investments today prepares us to meet our customers' needs tomorrow.
The BMW i4 M50. It's 100% electric and 100% BMW. Experience the power of over 500 horses stampeding at a whisper as BMW M-engineered handling takes you through every twist and turn. The complete suite of intuitive technology keeps you connected. The pure performance keeps your heart racing. The BMW i4 M50. Silence has never said so much. BMW, the ultimate electric driving machine.
He hits the three. They did everything they could to try to stop us.
Breaking down today's game.
This is the Georgia Power pregame show
On the Hawks Radio Network.
Welcome back to the pregame show live from State Farm Arena, where the Hawks are getting set to take on the Philadelphia 76ers, the 8th seed on the line tonight. The Hawks win. They are locked into the play-in round at number 8, and hopefully they can do that. We'll get you a Sixers scouting report coming up in about 10 minutes from right now. Also going to let you hear some of the pregame commentary from head coach Quinn Snyder coming up in about 10 minutes as well. But before we do that, let's take a listen back to the way Wednesday night's win over Washington sounded, courtesy of Mike Conti.
Wednesday night, the Hawks are back home in the second half of a back-to-back against the Washington Wizards, looking to carry over the momentum of a hard-earned win Tuesday night in Chicago, one that moved the Hawks closer to securing a top 8 seed in the East. The Hawks picked up where they left off on Tuesday, with Trae Young now back in the lineup from an illness.
Trae gets it across on the left side now. Trae dribbling behind his back for a moment. Now he goes back towards the middle. He goes down the lane. His little floater is good. So Trae makes it a 6-5 lead for the Wizards.
The eliminated Wizards had already started to shut down their main players, giving backups like Jay Huff an opportunity for key minutes.
And now the Wizards get it with a chance to regain the lead. They get it up to Cooks. Cooks now, they go in the middle. And finally, Huff shoots a 3 and makes it. Wizards lead by 2, 30-28.
The Hawks responded by scoring the next 4 points of the game.
Trae now dribbles towards the middle. Alley-oop, and Jalen Johnson jams it home. And the Hawks regain the lead, 31-30.
But Jay Huff continued to flummox the Hawks early in the second quarter.
Davis dribbling into the lane. Throws it out to Huff again for a 3, and he makes another one. Jay Huff. 37-33, Wizards lead by 4.
Later in the second quarter, Clint Capella got the game tied.
Jalen drives into the lane, puts up the right-hander, and it's around the rim, no good. Rebound tipped up and in, though, by Clint Capella. Clint gets his first basket, where he's got another tie, this time at 47.
That started a Hawks surge that would not end until the final buzzer.
Trae way out there with it. Now gets a pick from John Collins. Trae goes alley-oop to John, he jams it home. That was a blind pass from Trae Young to John Collins, and the Hawks lead by 8. 63-55.
DeJounte Murray beat the first half buzzer to give the Hawks a 7-point lead.
Trae bounces it over to DeJounte. DeJounte fires from the foul line and hits with 3/10 of a second to go.
Then early in the third quarter, Sadiq Bey extended the Hawks lead to 11.
Sadiq comes up. A long pass now. Clint Capella. He goes up and got a block. The rebound, though, Sadiq jams it home. Sadiq Bey with the basket. And the Hawks lead by 11.
The Hawks were rolling from there with John Collins finding his range from the three-point line.
Goes down low to DeJounte. Gets it over to John Collins. Right side 3 is good. What ball movement that time by the Hawks. 80-68, a 12-point lead for the first time.
A couple of possessions later, Collins hit another 3 to extend the Hawks lead to 4.
6.5 to go in the third. Trae drives. Trae in the lane. Out to John. Straightaway 3 is good again by Johnny Collins. And the Wizards want a timeout. Hawks 85, Wizards 71.
As the third quarter wound down, DeJounte Murray gave the Hawks a 13-point margin.
Way across, he goes to Huff, who fakes. He drives, throws a pass underneath, stolen. Take it away. Now up it goes to Trae. Trae back to DeJounte, who lays it up and in. DeJounte's got 15. Now
early in the fourth quarter, it was Aaron Holiday hitting a big three-pointer for the Hawks.
Trae with 12 on the 24. Dribbles left. They double him. Goes in the middle to Aaron Holiday. Straightaway 3 by Aaron is good. Aaron Holiday knocks down the three-pointer. And the Hawks lead 112-96.
A.J. Griffin hit this three-pointer to extend the Hawks lead to 21.
For Jalen. And now here's a three that's no good. The rebound comes way out to A.J. for a three. And he makes it. A.J. Griffin knocks down a three, and the Wizards want another timeout. Hawks 117, Wizards 96.
The Hawks continued to pile up the points against the hapless Wizards as the fourth quarter went along.
Jalen comes back. Jalen drives underneath. Sadiq jams it home on an alley-oop. And the Wiz need a timeout. Hawks 131, Wizards 111.
What started as a slow, grinding effort for the Hawks ended up as another comfortable win.
The final, Hawks 134, Wizards 116.
It gave the Hawks 3 wins in a row for the first time since January 20th, though Quinn Snyder was not in the mood to celebrate.
Yeah, I'd like to not get too excited about 3 in a row, but I do think that our guys should feel good about some of the progress that that we've made in a few areas. I think really playing better offensively, spacing better, executing more connected really helps our defense.
Those post-game comments brought to you by your Atlanta area BMW centers, providing legendary performance, exceptional offers, and a premium ownership experience. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Visit BMWATL.com today. Quinn Snyder's right. Obviously everyone's happy that the Hawks were able to get 3 in a row, get the 2 games over 500, but there's no parades to be thrown for that. I mean, this is a team who has higher hopes and higher expectations for themselves than simply winning 3 in a row. Hopefully tonight they can win 4 in a row. If they close out the season with back-to-back wins, then they get back to that 5-game winning streak, which is what they had back in mid-January. So hopefully tonight makes it 4 in a row. A win tonight would also secure the 8 seed in the playoffs and lock the Hawks into that 7-8 play-in round, where all it would take is 1 win to get into the playoffs, and would also get the 7 seed in the playoffs, which would mean you'd be in the 2-7 game instead of the 1-8 game where the Hawks were last year. But again, got to win tonight in order for any of that to be possible. And Philadelphia is going to make that a little bit more possible. We'll come back and tell you about the Philadelphia 76ers. We'll get you an injury report. Also let you hear some of the pregame commentary from Coach Quinn Snyder as well, right here on the pregame show on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
Welcome to What If, the show where I, Jake from State Farm, answer your insurance what ifs. We've got a call from Millie. What's up?
Hi, Jake. What if, hypothetically, a moose gets mad at my car and rams into my windshield? Hypothetically.
Oh, just file a claim.
That you look at what a team doesn't have, and they're switching on pick and rolls, and Mathurin was on James Wiseman, and it's like, Wiseman decided to just shoot over him instead of just getting down real low and making those power dribbles.
Meantime, Marvin Bagley is checked in. He's just back from concussion protocol. Good grief. Free throw is a make by Mathurin. And it's 6-0 Indiana. Mathurin, we said, has had a terrific year. He was the 6th player taken in the draft. Highest pacer pick since Rick Smits back in the day.
Remember him.
Yes, sir. So it's 7-0 Indiana. 10-12 to go in the period. Killian Hayes trying to work it across. Nembhard pestering him. Hampton coming out. Pass goes left side, Ivy. Ivy with a drop-off underneath the Duran for the dunk.
Great executed, well-executed play.
Ivy's assist totals continue to rise. Nembhard with the ball up top against R.J. Hampton. Little bump screen. Cut off nicely, though, by Duran. Sends it right sideline, and Jordan Warren knocks one down. So it's 10-2 Indiana. Jaden Ivey has it. Moves to the free throw line. Nowhere to go there. Right side to Killian Hayes. Duran wants it on a post up. Going to skip one over to Hampton. Hampton for 3. Too strong. And it comes out to Nembhard. He's bobbing and weaving up top. Again, Indiana missing some of their critical players. Here goes Matherin, unmolested at the baseline for a dunk.
And Coach Casey calls another timeout. It's like you don't want that to happen.
Yeah,
no body language is ugly.
Yeah,
right
they
now.
seem to be a little out of whack here. 9:08 to go. 12-2 Indiana on the Pistons Radio Network, presented by DraftKings.
It's time for tip-off with basketball in the Bet Rivers Sportsbook app. Bet same-game parlays where you can combine different bets from the same game for even bigger payouts and more action. Add our award-winning customer service, and it's nothing but net. Bet Rivers Sportsbook app and basketball. It's a whole new game.
Must be 21 plus, available in Michigan only. Void where prohibited. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Gambling Disorder Helpline at 800-270-7117.
You don't have to play for the Pistons to be treated by the same doctors who keep the team at their best.
I can't dunk in size 18 sneakers, but I can play 18 holes.
I don't box out defenders in mesh shorts, but my hip is back in the game.
I'm not a Piston, but I'm running on all cylinders after back surgery. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
Henry Ford Health, official team physicians of the Detroit Pistons. And you. Visit henryford.com/teamdocs.
Since 1927, Altec Lansing has been consistently delivering high quality and rich sound to generations of music enthusiasts. Whether you're shooting hoops or snowboarding, Detroit Pistons fans can enjoy music on the go with Altec Lansing everything-proof speakers and headphones. Shop online or in stores at Target, Walmart, Best Buy, Amazon, and various retailers. Altec Lansing, proud sponsor of the Detroit Pistons.
Mark and Rick, Pistons Radio Network, presented by DraftKings. The break brought to you by Kia. Join the Pistons gaming community, Motor City Rivals, to compete in new tournaments every month. Win cash prizes, Piston jerseys, tickets, and more. Sign up for free today, MotorCityRivals.com. And goodness, Detroit basketball all season long. You can do that with your 2023-24 season memberships. Lower bowl memberships start as low as $35 per game. Head to Pistons.com/memberships for more information. Well, the Pistons began the night with 9 players. They're currently down to 8 players. 8 is the minimum.
8, really, they got 7.5 back.
7.5 back, that's right. And they've given up 5 points already off turnovers. So 12-2 start for Indiana.
A good timeout by Coach Casey because it's like, okay, if you guys want to play, let's play. If you don't, let's just sit over here, and I'll make sure that you just get your time and go ahead.
All right, pressure by the Pacers on the inbound. Get it into Ivy, ahead to Killian Hayes. We'll get some offense from Hayes in this game tonight. And off to Hampton, weaving to Jaden Ivey. Duran sets a screen. Ivy on the move. Got a step to the basket, puts a shot up and in.
Nice move. Used his body, protect him from the shot blocker.
And good ball movement that time. Lee Smith on the dribble. Hands it off and almost turnover by Matherin. Little spinaroo is no good by Jordan Wara. And the Pistons get a stop, down 12-4.
You got Bagley, you got Matherin on about foul off using that elbow by Hampton.
Yeah, John Goebel standing right by him. Wara gets it in to Nembhard. First team conference player from Gonzaga up to the right baseline. Ooh, slips underneath with a little secondary move and got fouled on the play.
I'm still not feeling the body language, Mark.
Just sluggish looking. Yeah, really sluggish. Nembhard since March 9th been averaging 15 points, 6 assists.
It's called opportunity if, Halliburton's not playing, getting the chance to play.
Yep. Buddy Hield is not in the lineup either. The free throw is a make, 13-4. They've moved Hield back to the bench. Second one on the way is a make, and Indiana by 10, 14-4, 8:20 to go in the period. Jaden Ivey up the right wing. Matherin staring him down. And he goes to Duran.
There
Backing
you
it
go.
down.
That's what.
And brought the ball down and turned it over.
I was saying he did it right.
Yep. There's a crossover, and Duran with a catch-up block on Nemhard. The other end, R.J. Hampton lays it up and in. Defense leads to offense. 14-6 game. Neesmith in the right corner and hits a three.
Made it look easy.
Pistons didn't get set defensively. 17-6 Indiana. Jaden Ivey's going to launch one. Too strong for three. Long rebound to Neesmith. Now Matherin on the move. All the way to the basket, and Killian Hayes blocked him. The Pistons racing the other way. Hayes sends it out. Spotted up Ivey this time. Nope, can't get it to go. Rebound Duran. Off to Bagley, but a double dribble is called.
He brings that ball down. He makes himself small.
There's one thing Wiseman's pretty good at, and that's keeping that ball up. Corey Joseph's going to come in for Duran. So the Pistons are small out there with the exception of Bagley. All right, Nemhard with the basketball. Goes off to Isaiah Jackson, and Killian Hayes with a steal and a layup. Love the defense, 17-8, Indiana by 9. That's one thing Killian can do, brings to the table. There's a skipper, left side Wara running baseline. Neesmith to the corner. They reverse the ball to Matherin, pulls up mid-post on the left and misses. Battle for it, and Hampton comes out with it.
I like this energy right now.
All of a sudden, huh?
Yeah.
Every time Corey Joseph comes in a game, this happens. Just an energy producer. There's Bagley. Bangs into Jackson, scores and got fouled on the play.
And you attack. When you put that ball down on the floor as a big, and I learned early in my career, I better be going somewhere. And if you're not going nowhere, then you don't need to dribble.
One thing about you, though, I'm just guessing. I watched you play a lot. James Johnson will come to the lineup now. Isaiah Jackson will take a seat, taking a Johnny Diamond stroll to the Pacer bench. Even if you brought the ball down, you're so darn strong and mean, they wouldn't be able to get it away from you.
When you put it down, you got to make sure it's above your waist or around your chest.
Free throws will make. Pistons clawing back here, 17-11, 6:35 to go in the period. Nemhard with the ball to Johnson. Right side to Neesmith behind the screen. Kicks it to Jordan Wari. He got a step and hammers it down.
Got to stay down.
19-11. Ivey on the push. Trying to go 94 feet. Got fouled on the play. Hit the deck. On him. He didn't really catch him napping. He just turned the jets on. That's what he can do. And Ivey will head to the free throw line. Third among NBA rookies in scoring. First in assists. And hits the free throw. So it's a 19-12 Pacer lead. He's trying to salvage a split in the season series. These are two teams will have very interesting off seasons. See what they do with the draft and free agency and retaining their own and all that kind of stuff. Second free throws will make it. It's 19-13 now, Indiana. Nemhard up the left side. He's to Neesmith. And now Matherin, right sideline. Guarded by Jaden Ivey. Slip it to Johnson. Back to Matherin. Little crossover move. Comes to a hole. Off to Nemhard. Down to 6 on the shot clock. Got Ivey staring him down. Nemhard on the move. Dumps it off. Baseline cut. Dunk missed by Wara, but he put it back up and in. He was able to slip the baseline.
Love that interior defense by Bags.
Ivey again, and this time hits a three. Just pulled up and shot it. 21-16 at the same spot on the right side of the floor. Nemhard with the ball on the left wing. Now Jordan Wara got a James Johnson just decked Jaden Ivey for a foul. He's one of those guys you don't want to mess around with.
Oh, we know. I don't even want to mess with his dad.
Oh, no. No. So 5:31 to go. The Pistons So far, 6 out of 10 shooting, 7 of 14 for Indiana.
As long as they don't turn the ball over, those are the things that kind of hurt them at the beginning.
So Buddy Hield checks in. As we said, he's been coming off the bench the last 5 games. That's affected his game a little bit, only shooting 36%. And that was one of his issues out in Sacramento. Might have started. Might coming off the bench.
And they got him playing center now.
Killian Hayes, top of the key. Slides it to Corey Joseph on the right wing. Dumps it into Bagley. Bagley tries to move on Wara and forces the contact. Good play by Marvin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to see where the defense is coming, and Marvin's did a good job once he gets the ball down there.
So Bagley will head to the free throw line. Pistons had a rough start in this one, trailed 12-2, but since that time have inched their way back into it.
And the best part of this game, no lead is safe.
This is true. First one on the way is a miss. O'Shea Brissett will check in for Indiana, and George Hill.
The old school. George Hill and Corey Joseph.
George Hill is 36 years of age. This is his 14th season.
And always will be remembered.
Oh, yes, he will. It's unfortunate for him, but he didn't. Not his fault. Free throws to make, and the Pistons are within 4. It's 21-17. Hill on the dribble. Right side of the floor, Matherin. Couple of jab steps and fires. And, that one spins out to Jaden Ivey. Coming left to right, middle of the floor. Looking around as the traffic went by him. Slings one to Killian in the left corner, and Hayes hits a 3.
Good pass.
He's been throwing those bullet passes. There's a whistle. The shot falls off no good. Brissett will head to the free throw line, though.
Yeah, he throws those bullet passes. Sometimes he gets caught up in the air making those passes. He was on the floor making that pass.
So Brissett, his 5th year out of Syracuse, undrafted player, signed by Indiana in 2021. And hits the free throw. The Pacers stop the bleeding. Lead is down to 2, 22-20. Indiana with the 2 games remaining. If they win them both, 10 above. If they lose them both, 14 below. Second is a miss, and Bagley comes out with a rebound. Killian Hayes up the right sideline. Cut by Johnson. Now switched off to Hield. Killian to the restricted zone and puts a shot up and in.
I like the aggressiveness getting into the paint. They don't have any shot blockers. Most of them are not even playing.
Tie game. It's 22-22. James Johnson with the ball left side. Tried to get a bounce pass in there. Stolen by Killian Hayes. Oh, what a pass ahead to Corey Joseph for the layup.
Defense gives you good offense.
24-22. Pistons with the lead. Buddy Hield for 3. Yes. From the sideline. And Indiana gets the lead right back at 25-24. Buddy Hield's a very good three-point shooter. Jaden Ivey tried to go baseline, cut off there by Matherin. Sends it out to Bagley on the drive. Bagley sweeps it up with the left hand and rolls off, no good.
Nice move.
Johnson on the move for Indiana. Nobody stopped him yet, and he'll lay it in. Took it all the way to the rim.
It's been a lot of these plays where it's been a one-man fast break.
Corey Joseph from the left side for 3, and that one
Market Street.
Just a little breeze came blowing in. 27-24 Indiana, but Corey almost 51% from three-point range the last 12 games, so we know he's been hot. George Hill with the ball up top. Slides it to Johnson. He'll fire a 3. That's short. Falls into the mid of R.J. Hampton. Hampton up the right wing. Slices to the paint, to the basket. Oh, and he missed the layup. Are you kidding me? And then Corey Joseph takes a charge. He got squared up on Matherin, who just ran him over. And I think he established that defensive position. Let's see.
You can always challenge, right?
he had it, and then it looked like he got a little antsy there with his left leg. I don't know if Rick Carlisle's got his back turned to the bench, so I don't think he's going to do anything. Jared Roden comes in for Detroit. Ivy getting a break.
Other than call timeouts.
That's right. Indiana by 3. Killian Hayes with the basketball. Good start of the defensive end, especially for Hayes. Right wing, Corey Joseph is short again on a 3, but the rebound by Duran has come back, and he brought that ball down. Still got a hook shot up, rolls around, rolls in.
Second chance opportunities.
27-26, 1 point game. Indiana with the lead. George Hill with the ball. Up top, Buddy Hield. You got to get up on him. Johnson resets. Hield with a nice pass to Suash, or rather to Curtis Blair, who happens to be an official. So a turnover. And here comes Killian. Little step back over James Johnson and rattles that one in. That's a triple. And the Pistons lead by 2, 29-27.
Killian's 4 for 4.
Yep. Gabe York's come in for Indiana. There's a drive to the rim. No good by Brissett. Yanked down by Killian Hayes, who's really been active. Bounce pass to Hampton for the dunk.
Surprised Rick Carlisle ain't up. He's just up and saying, okay, let him figure it out.
James Johnson with the ball against Duran. Gives it up to Hield on the right sideline. Poked away nicely by Roden. So Indiana, Gabe York, they re-signed him as a two-way player. Hield gets it in to Hill. Hill turns the corner, down the lane to the left corner. Brissett turned it over, but look what I found as York got it back. And now a pull-up shot by Hill is no good. Yanked down by Roden. 31-27. Pistons with the lead. A minute 36 to go. Detroit 12 out of 20 shooting. Oop. Hayes throws it away, but it was knocked loose and saved by Duran. Off to Roden, left elbow. No good on the shot. Ball deflects around, and Corey Joseph comes out with it. Off to Killian, left wing for 3, and that one's no good. Brissett coming the other way for Indiana. Up the left sideline, down 4. Buddy Hield with the ball. Gives it back to James Johnson. Left side to York. He'll fire and miss a 3. Duran with a rebound.
Somebody's got to establish some kind of precedence on offense.
Right now, shots are just being flailed up there. Killian Hayes making a move on York. Now picks up James Johnson, drives to the dotted line, kicks it out. Hampton passed up a 3, drives to the rim and laid it in.
Nice speed.
Well, he's had 2 good games in a row here now, 33-27. James Johnson steps into a 3 and tickled the twine.
That Marcus Street breeze is out there.
Yes. 33-27 Detroit. 2 clocks are about 7.5 seconds off. Killian Hayes with 10 points, 3 assists, couple of boards, couple of steals. At the free throw line, gives it up to Corey Joseph. Got Buddy Hield on him. Fadeaway shot over him is off the heel. Tipped in by Duran. 35-27. Nice little run to close the quarter. George Hill is fouled on the floor. Hit the shot, but Curtis Blair had already waved it off.
That was a good foul. The Pistons had a foul to give.
So his first, and George Hill will get it in. Nice little close to the quarter, 22-6. George Hill from the left sideline looking to get it in. Having some issues, finds Buddy Hield. Hield steps left, fires with traffic, and misses the 3. So a wonderful comeback by the Pistons. Looked like for a while there they were just kind of in a sluggish mood, but came out of it when Scooter came into the game. At the end of 1, the Pistons 35 and the Pacers 27 on the Pistons Radio Network, presented by DraftKings.
Your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers have vehicles in stock and ready for you. Plus, new incentives, now during our Spring into Savings sales event. Check out the 2023 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend, which comes standard with Bliss Cross Traffic Alert and lane keeping system. Right now, current AZ Plan trade-in lessees can lease a 2023 Bronco Sport Big Bend for $379 a month with $3,429 due at signing. Lease payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Some exclusions may apply. Not all buyers will qualify for low-mileage Ford Credit Red Carpet lease. Residency restrictions apply. Cash due at signing is after $750 cash back. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 5/1/23. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. So lease a 2023 Bronco Sport Big Bend today for $379 a month. Only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
Klipsch Premium Audio combines thoughtful design, visionary innovation, and premium materials to create the ultimate listening experience. For more than 75 years, these iconic designs have produced the power, performance, and passion synonymous with the Klipsch name. Discerning audiophiles entrust their music to Klipsch for extraordinary clarity and vivid sound. Superior audio comes from Klipsch, keepers of the sound.
Pistons fans, stock up on the latest gear this season by visiting the Pistons 3 and 3 shop. Find hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and more, all inspired by the D. Get jerseys featuring your favorite players from Cade Cunningham, Isaiah Stewart, to the 5th overall draft pick Jaden Ivey. And don't forget about our iconic throwback teal apparel. Every month we are dropping something new. You can find it all today at pistons313shop.com.
Our champion, Rick Mahorn, Pistons Radio Network, presented by DraftKings. The break brought to you by Kia. Second quarter, presented by Play Gun Lake Online Casino. Nice little first period comeback by Detroit, shooting 56%, holding the Pacers to 39%.
And they forced 6 turnovers to get 10 points.
Buddy Boeheim's checked in. Jaden Ivey back in. Little step back shot from the right side is good. 37-27. The run continues. So you got Roden out there, Duran, Joseph, Ivey, and Boeheim. Back in is Isaiah Jackson. George Hill still there. Buddy Hield fires a 3. No good. Chased down by Duran.
I see why Buddy Hield's been on the bench. He's not getting good looks.
Ivey fires a 3, and that's a make.
Heat check.
Ooh, Nelly. 40-27 Detroit. Putting the hammer down here. George Hill, right side of the floor, whirls to the right baseline. Nice pass inside, knocked away though. Jackson brought that ball down to the basket is Ivey, and he gets fouled on the play.
All changed when Corey.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, when Corey got in the game, I'll tell you. Scooter makes it fun.
What a stat line for Killian in that first quarter. 10 points, 2 triples, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, a block shot, and no turnovers.
Great.
Free thrown away by Jaden, who, as Alan Benjamin pointed out, his mom is here. Head coach at Notre Dame. Second one on the way is a make.
The backcourt for the Pistons giving you 24 points.
Yep, getting it done. That's what you got to do. There's a foul. Nemhard got fouled. And Corey Joseph picked that one up. Close out the season on Sunday, an early game in Chicago. Sideline out for Indiana. Nemhard will get it in. Had a career best 31 against Golden State. He's on the move to the left elbow, cut off by Corey Joseph. Now Buddy Hield. Back to Nemhard. Nemhard with a spin, and he got tripped up by Corey Joseph. Really what happened there is Nemhard
stepped on his ankle.
Yeah, he tripped himself up, but Corey was in the way. That's 2 fouls on him. You know what? Corey never touched him. He just fell. He just fell on the move.
And you know, referees they can't resist and call a foul to that nature.
Here's Nemhard up in the air, skips it left side to York. Now up top to Heald, and that's a three. And that's what he brings to the table. 42-30. Buddy Heald is second in the NBA with 278 triples coming in. Ivy for three. Nice pass instead to Roden underneath the basket. Now a cut by Corey Joseph. Nowhere to go. Somehow he got a shot up over Isaiah Jackson and hit it.
Scooter's always known to get a shot off on big guys.
44-30. Heald, drive at a kick. Here's Brissett. Oh, he missed the dunk, but that might be a third on Corey. No, they called it on Duran instead.
Brissett went in there with bad intentions.
He did. So that's Duran with two.
That's what you have to do, though. If you're coming against Duran likes to block shots.
Again, the Pistons only have 8 players. Wiseman went down with an injury. We have not, to my knowledge, received any information on it. Free throws a make. 44-31 Detroit. Second one coming for Brissett, and that's a make.
You got to keep that pedal to the metal right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Coming left to right, Corey Joseph, picked up by Gabe York. Now over to Ivy. Ivy on the move, right elbow, stops on a dime, but he missed the shot. Comes out to Brissett up the right side for Indiana. 44-32, Pistons with the lead. Nemhard with the ball, lob over the top, and that's a hold on Roden. That's all they could do, because Isaiah Jackson was going to cause the rim some harm.
It's only his first foul, so make him try to get it on the sideline. Give him 17 seconds on the shot clock.
Isaiah Jackson had a good game against the Pistons on March 11, 19, 11 rebounds, a couple of blocks. Nemhard with the ball, gets a reset to Buddy Hield, turns the corner right side, slings one to York, one touch pass Hield, and his three is no good off the fingertips of Duran, but he chases it down. 9:35 to go, 44-32 Detroit. Pistons at 56% shooting. Jared Roden with the ball left sideline. Now Corey Joseph, right wing to Ivy. Back to Corey. Lob over the top, Duran. Nice catch of the baseline against Buddy Hield. Backing him down. Swings a pass and kind of caught in between that time was Duran, and there was nothing Ivy could do. He just kind of got frozen.
Frozen, tried and saw Ivy out of the corner of his eye.
12-point Piston lead, but a turnover. Nemhard with it, now to Hield. They're playing without Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner, among others. There's a cut by Hield. Was he held by Ivy? Foul on the floor.
Cut into the basket.
That's one thing the Pistons got to watch, getting themselves in foul trouble with the short roster.
And it's 9 minutes, and they're already in the penalty.
Yep. Buddy Hield out of Oklahoma. Part of the Sabonis trade as he hits the free throw.
And Sacramento's going to the playoffs.
How about that? After, 16 years, I think it was, yeah. Good for them. Good for Gary Gerald, the voice of the Sacramento Kings, one of the great guys in our business. 80 years old and still going strong. 44-34. Piston lead at 10. We're inside of 9 minutes. And Roden, there's a little ticky-tack foul by York. York shaking his head, not sure why. He played ball at Arizona with T.J. McConnell. I wonder if they were both pests when they were there.
Probably got on each other's nerves.
All right, inbound to Ivy. 9 on the shot clock. Jaden sizing it up off Corey Joseph left wing. Skip it right side. Roden's going to shoot a three. That's short. And it comes down to Buddy Hield. Down to 10. You can't go to sleep on him. Hield picks up his dribble, goes to York in the right corner. Buddy Boeheim on him. Up top to Brissett. Brissett to Hield. Pump fakes Boeheim. Drives to the rim and lays it in. And suddenly it's down to 8. 44-36. With 8:18 to go in the second period. Corey Joseph with it. Slides it to Ivy. Ooh, dangerous skip pass, and it's turned over. Hield got a hand on it. Hield stops, pops the three. No, off the front, and the rebound to Roden.
You want to get the 2 points. I'm sitting going like, okay, stop.
Here's Corey to the rim. He got 2 points, lays it up and in, and Dwayne Casey says, hey, my man got fouled. Rick Carlisle takes the timeout. 7:56 to go before the break. Pistons back to a 10-point lead at 46-36 on the Pistons Radio Network, presented by DraftKings.
And now a celebratory message from United Wholesale Mortgage. When a Piston hits a game winner, you hear. And when someone finds a home loan through findamortgagebroker.com, you hear. That's because a mortgage broker will help you through the entire process and find you a loan that's faster, easier, and cheaper. See for yourself at findamortgagebroker.com today. Powered by the #1 mortgage lender in America, United Wholesale Mortgage, LLC. Equal housing lender, NMLS 3038.
What a game it's been, and it's only getting better. You can bet on the game with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Detroit Pistons. Use code PISTONS. New customers can get a playthrough bonus up to $1,000 in site credits. Only with promo code PISTON. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Gambling Disorder Helpline at 800-270-7117. Must be 21 or older. Michigan only. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. One per new customer. Bonus amount equal to 20% of original deposit. Max $1,000 in site credits. Deposit requires 25 times playthrough within 90 days on eligible DraftKings products to receive bonus. See terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook.
Buzzer beaters from the curb, fadeaways, step backs, pump fakes on a 1-on-0, 4-pointers from beyond the arc of the sprinklers. Here's to the legends that fill the driveways of America. From the fans of the game to the Kia Telluride X Pro, the MVPs in horse to the ones in horsepower. Here's to the legends of the driveway. Kia is an official vehicle partner of the Detroit Pistons.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Mark and Rick, champion in Mahorn. Pistons Radio Network, presented by DraftKings. And the break brought to you by Kia, official vehicle partner of the Pistons. Pistons 2K League team, Pistons GT, is back for another season. Follow the 3v3 champions on social at Pistons SGT and on Twitch. Ring Central puts call, meet, and messages all in one app. You can talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime. Ring Central, simpler communications. We always want to mention Farm Bureau Insurance, committed to protecting Pistons fans, families, businesses with insurance for your home, auto, life, and a whole lot more. Learn more at farmbureauinsurance.com. We definitely want to thank all of our great sponsors throughout the season. And I hope to see you back next year. 10-point lead for Detroit and still holding Indiana below 40% shooting.
I like the Pistons, the way they're getting those points in the paint, Mark. Kind of limited their turnovers a little bit, but forced 7 and got 12 points off of Indiana's turnovers.
So Roden and Boeheim, the two ways out there with Duran, Killian Hayes, Jaden Ivey. And he got a ball, Nembhard with it to Hield to Jackson, and he's right down the lane for a dunk. Nobody there, 46-38 now.
I guess Rick Carlisle trying to wake him up.
Killian Hayes on the bounce. Outstanding first period for Killian. And there's a near steal by Nembhard from Jaden Ivey. Ivey slapping at his hand. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Throws that fastball. Killian Hayes. Hayes topside fires and hits the long 2 ball. Back to 10, 48-38 Detroit. Nembhard with the deep pass. There's another dunk by Jackson. What did they find, Rick?
They found that the pick and roll in the middle has always been one of Pistons' Achilles' heels, and they're exploiting it.
So Isaiah Jackson has come alive. Killian Hayes with the ball across the line. York on him. Hayes to the right elbow, to the mid-post. Ball kind of got hung up. There's a cut by Ivey in traffic. Duran able to get a deflection, and he dunks one.
No points in the paint.
50-40 Detroit. 6:38 to go before the half. Buddy Hield bangs to the Buddy Boeheim. 2 buddies going at it.
My buddy, your buddy. My buddy, my buddy. He goes.
That's what my dad called me buddy.
I'm going to start calling you buddy.
I'm not a buddy.
So you're a Mark.
We're champ.
Okay.
Champ.
I like Mark.
That was my dad's nickname, Champ. So it always makes me feel good when somebody calls me that.
Well, I'm just going to call you Buddy.
Or like.
But you don't have to call me Sam.
Or like Rashard Lewis does, OG. Free throws are missed.
Oh, man. Buddy Hield missed a free throw?
Hit the second one, though, 50-41. And the Pistons have the lead and the ball. Killian Hayes on the right wing. Up in the air pass left corner. Roden's all alone there and hits a three. That was a nice looking shot.
Teardrop.
53-41. There's a pass to nobody.
Oh, yeah, it's that fan down there with the green pants.
Buddy Hield just, he goes right to the bench going, what the heck was I doing?
And right now you got Rick Carlisle making a sub. Who's he taking out? Who's he mad at?
Well, Buddy Hield has come out. That's the only change right now anyway, as Matherin's come back in. 6:18 before the break, 12-point lead for the good guys, 53-41. Killian Hayes with the ball, York on him. Hayes on the move, left elbow, gives it out to Roden. Pump fake, drives dotted line, and somehow got a shot up and in. Whoa. 2 buckets in a row for Jared Roden, 55-41 Detroit. Down the lane, stumbling his way to the rim is Brissett, and he got tripped up apparently. Roden called for the foul. Roden kind of reached in. If that caused him to fall.
I think he slipped.
I think he did too.
The facts, ref. Get the facts.
Just the facts. So Brissett from Syracuse. Of course, Buddy Boeheim from Syracuse. Free throws to make. Got word from my man Cletus Lewis Jr. that James Wiseman, facial laceration, questionable to return.
Got a little cut in the face.
Yep. Second free throw on the way. Rims out of there to Jalen Duren. Duren gobbling up some rebounds now. 8 points to go with 7 rebounds. 55-42. Detroit with the lead. Here's Killian Hayes. Had it deflected and stolen by O'Shea Brissett. Knocked away from behind, though, by Duren. There's some good hustle by the big fella. And now Roden brings it up the right side. Drops it in to Marvin Bagley. Bagley into the blue paint, whirls to the right. Look out. James Johnson was going
to karate chop him.
Yes, he was.
I tell you, that was
going to be the old takedown right there.
You see, I love the way Bagley is really patient when he gets the ball on the box. Waits to see what the defense faces the defender. 2 power dribbles, and he gets to the basket.
So Bagley, who had a 5-game stretch where he averaged 18 points a game here recently. Kind of been hot and cold as he hits the free throw. 56-42. Brissett will take a seat for Indiana as Jordan Morris come back in, and also Aaron Neesmith back in the game. Second one for the left-hander, and that's a make as well. 57-42, 15-point lead for the Pistons. Nembhard with it, floats it up top to James Johnson. There's the handoff to Matherin, turns the corner, bumps into Duren, and there's the old late whistle on Duren, and that's his 3rd.
It's like every time you go down court, it's a whistle.
Well, this is going to be a little interesting now. I see if Dwayne Casey takes Duren out of there. I mean, we still got 5:14 to go in the second period, but he's got 3 fouls. I don't want him to get the 4th in the first half, I don't think.
I'll tell you, he's out now.
Yep.
This is the one real small.
Yep, as R.J. Hampton's come in. So Bagley is the tallest player out there at 6'11". Second free throw coming. Indiana led by Buddy Hield with 11. Second free throw by Matherin is a make.
And guess who was out of the game after that timeout? Buddy Hield. He didn't take the layup.
57-44 Detroit. Killian Hayes on the right wing. Popping out of the pack is Hampton. Hands it off to Jaden Ivey. War is up on him. Ivey spins behind Bagley. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Drives toward the basket. Shields with his body and missed the layup. Neesmith was there defending. Here's Matherin at the other end. Bagley to take the charge, and he does it. Squared up and took it. So the Pistons have drawn 2 charging fouls.
Well, Indiana has no kind of, it feels like they started the game and thought the Pistons would fold. And now you see the Pistons is putting it on them, and now they're in the rush.
Now, we've seen this where the Pistons just kind of wake up and get her going. They got to sustain it, though. That's been the issue. And
foul
on Nemhard. He's among the rookie leaders in a number of areas. Number 2 in assists to Jaden Ivey. Roden gets it in to Ivey. 4.5 minutes to go. 57-44 Detroit. Marvin Bagley had trouble gathering a pass. Kicks it out to Killian Hayes. Hayes fires a 3 and drills it.
Killian's feeling it.
Boy, he sure is. 60-44.
15 points.
James Johnson with a handoff. Matherin top of the key. Goes to Neesmith. Free throw line elevates there, but he missed it. Rebound Johnson. Now to Matherin, right sideline. Got Jaden Ivey on him. Off to James Johnson. Crossover. Got all tangled up and turned it over. Bagley then threw it away. Oh, my God. I thought he was going to throw it ahead to Roden, but he didn't. So a Piston mistake there. 60-44 Detroit. Nemhard being hounded by Killian. Screened off by James Johnson. Nemhard to the lane and flips it up and in. 60-46 now Detroit. Pistons shooting 60% here in this opening half. Killian Hayes, right wing, trying to get it to Bagley. Couldn't. Goes to Roden. 15-footer is good.
Yep, the high-low action.
62-46. Nice second period for Jared Roden. Oh, look out. Head of steam. And Jordan Moore got a little off balance and missed it. Here comes Ivey up the left side. Ivey with 14, 4 assists. Slings one to Bagley. Bagley split the defense. Wild shot, no good. Killian with a putback, and he missed that one. Wara comes out with it. Nemhard on the break for Indiana. To the traitor Matherin, and it is knocked loose by Jared Roden. At the other end, Ivey with a little highlight dunk and pose, and it's 64-46. Indiana will take the timeout. So the Pistons are adding to the lead, their biggest now, 18 points, 2:58 to go before halftime on the Pistons Radio Network, presented by DraftKings.
Hey, this basketball season, turn dunks into dollars with FanDuel, official partner of the Detroit Pistons. Right now, new customers can tip off the season with a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. So Pistons fans, see for yourself why FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. Download this FanDuel Sportsbook app to get started with your no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. Must be 21 or over and present in Michigan. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
We definitely are strong believers in the brand. What they deliver to our customers aligns perfectly with what the family deal is all about. So it's been a phenomenal partnership. The content that's in these vehicles is something you'd find in $60,000, $70,000 cars. The connected services, the infotainment systems, that also comes with that 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Proud to be a Kia dealer here in Detroit and proud to deliver that family deal experience to all of our Kia guests. Visit us today at LaFontaineKia.com.
How do we know you'll love pretzel crust pizza? Because anytime we walk out the door at Little Caesars, this happens. With creamy cheddar cheese sauce, pepperoni, and a soft salted crust, pretzel crust is a real crowd pleaser. So yeah, we think you'll love pretzel crust from Little Caesars too.
Hey, does anyone know where my car is parked?
Available at participating locations.
Pizza.
Now let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Pistons Basketball Network.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Mark and Rick on the Pistons Radio Network, presented by DraftKings. The break brought to you by Kia, official vehicle partner of the Pistons. Download the BetRivers online casino and sportsbook app. It's a whole new game. And if you're thirsty, Rick Carlisle might need a little bit of this. Tito's Handmade Vodka.
Double shot.
It all started in Austin, Texas, distilled from corn, gluten-free, 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be served responsibly. And the Pistons, after a sluggish start to this game, are on quite the roll. And we might as well, instead of at the end of the day, we might as well say our critical call, presented by Corewell Health, the new name for Beaumont Spectrum Health, was when Corey Joseph stepped into the lineup.
It all changed.
It changed around. Pretty amazing. 64-46, Detroit with the lead. There's a little fadeaway shot, right elbow is good by Jordan Mora. He's coming off a big game. Put up 33 at Atlanta, 25 in the second quarter. That's some serious work. Killian Hayes with the ball up top. Guarded by Neesmith, right wing to Hampton. Now Ivy dumps it into Bagley. Into the blue paint with a lefty hook, and he scores it.
Yeah, it's so easy.
Move that ball. 66-48, War on the left wing. Top side to, there's a steal by Killian Hayes from Isaiah Jackson and a dunk. Killian Hayes again with a steal, and that gives him 3 of those. And a 20-point Piston lead. Down the lane, Isaiah Jackson able to hook it up and in.
And the Pistons are getting anything they want in the paint, and then coming down and getting shots from the outside.
68-50 Detroit. Killian Hayes mid-range goes to the left side of the floor through Ivy. Roden gives it up. Baseline move by Hampton, lays it in.
Nice move.
70-50. 70 first half points with still a minute 37 to go. D. Smith with the ball up top to Emhard. Emhard sizing up R.J. Hampton, spins to the dotted line, turnaround shot, hits it. Nice shot there. 70-52. Indiana's worked their shooting percentage up to 46%. And we're at 39. Jaden Ivey with the ball, steps back, 3 on the way. Good.
You start the ball inside, that outside looks even better.
Jaden Ivey, strong first half, and there's a Pacer turnover. Trying to get it to Isaiah Jackson.
And that's their 12th. They gave up 21 points off their turnovers.
Jaden now with 38 straight double-digit scoring games. Killian Hayes, right side of the floor, bobbing and weaving. Baseline, gives it out to Bagley. Bagley wanting to dump it into Roden, finally does. At the last second, a cut by Ivy, kicks it out. Hampton, 3 to shoot, left corner Ivy, pump fake, steps in, goes back to Hampton. He'll fire a 3 before the buzzer, missed the shot to Mathrick. 73-52. Here's Neesmith for a 3. No good for the right wing. Isaiah Jackson, good rebounder, puts it back up and in. Had a smaller man on him.
Well, if you're the Pistons, just want to finish this half off strong.
Yep, just got to slow it down, about a 7.5-second differential. 73-54 Detroit. Killian Hayes with 17, Jaden Ivey with 19. Good, strong backcourt. Hayes, right wing, lets her fly. High off the rim and over the backboard she goes with 11.7 seconds remaining. Pistons have been playing with 8 players. They began the night with 9, lost James Wiseman to facial lacerations. Here comes Nembhard. Nembhard got by Ivy. Baseline right shot, no good, but batted around by Isaiah Jackson. Goes up and in and got fouled.
Like a pogo stick out there.
With 0.3 of a second remaining. And the Pistons giving away a few points here in the final seconds. Isaiah Jackson with 10 points, 3 rebounds. He's yet to miss a shot from the field. Free throw on the way as a make. 73-57, not much to do with the inbounds. So halftime, Jaden Ivey, 19 and 5 assists. Killian Hayes, 17, 5 assists, 3 steals in the opening half. And the Pistons have the lead at the break, 73-57. Pistons Radio Network, presented by DraftKings.
Your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers have vehicles in stock and ready for you. Plus, new incentives now during our Spring into Savings sales event. Check out the 2023 Ford F-150. With class-leading towing capabilities and payload, the F-150 makes work or fun a lot easier. Right now, current Easy Plan trade-in lessees can lease a 2023 F-150 Super Crew XLT 4x4 for $399 a month with $3,499 due at signing. Lease payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. Payment includes $2,500 loyalty trade assist. Offer ends May 1st. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Some exclusions may apply. So lease a 2023 Ford F-150 today for $399 a month. Think Ford first.
It's time for tip-off with basketball in the Bet Rivers Sportsbook app. Bet same-game parlays where you can combine different bets from the same game for even bigger payouts and more action. Add our award-winning customer service, and it's nothing but net. Bet Rivers Sportsbook app and basketball. It's a whole new game.
Must be 21 plus. Available in Michigan only. Void where prohibited. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Gambling Disorder Helpline at 800-270-7117.
Every enterprise needs a reliable, high-performing network that can scale as needs change. That's why Everstream is expanding our business-only fiber network in the area. Our Ethernet, dedicated internet access, and dark fiber services deliver capacity up to 100 gigs with class-leading low latency, no charge bandwidth bursting, and direct peering to the cloud apps you use most. Don't settle for the telecom status quo. Choose a partner that's raising the bar for business connectivity. Visit everstream.net today.
You don't have to play for the Pistons to be treated by the same doctors who keep the team at their best.
I can't dunk in size 18 sneakers, but I can play 18 holes.
I don't box out defenders in mesh shorts, but my hip is back in the game.
I'm not a Piston, but I'm running on all cylinders after back surgery. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
Henry Ford Health, official team physicians of the Detroit Pistons. And you. Visit henryford.com/teamdocs.
This is the Detroit Pistons halftime show on the Pistons Radio Network. Here's your host, Chris Villar.
And welcome into the halftime show presented by Bill Ford. The Pistons aren't going to go into the sunset without a couple more fights in them. They're continuing to claw against the Pacers and Indy tonight and overcoming even more injury adversity because, hey, why not? They climbed out of an early 11-point hole to eventually lead at the half 73-57. You heard that right. 73 points for Detroit and a 16-point lead. The Pistons took 3 of 4 against the Pacers last year, and they could even the season series with a win here tonight, and they are well on their way. A couple of more additions to the list of missing rotation players down this final stretch. Isaiah Livers and Eugene Omoruyi are both out tonight due to ankle issues. However, the team lucky to have Marvin Bagley available after missing a game with a concussion from earlier in the week. Also, R.J. Hampton, he gets the start tonight after a career best night in their last game. He was alongside Jaden Ivey, Killian Hayes, James Wiseman, we'll talk more about him in a second, and Jalen Duren, who got the start over Bagley. Now, on the other side, talented guard Tyrese Halliburton is still sidelined for the Pacers. He's their leading scorer, but this is the 6th straight game that he's missing. So now, let's check in on a pretty wild first half with the rundown. Well, this game began a little bit suspect as the Pistons started with 3 straight turnovers. And then, of course, James Wiseman takes a horrible-looking elbow from his own teammate Jalen Duren, more friendly fire, and has to come off of the floor and go to the locker room. Marvin Bagley just came back from a very similar situation, and now this happens to Wiseman, and that would remove a big from their lineup again and reduce the rotation to just 8 available players. We'd eventually get word that Wiseman is questionable to return with a facial laceration, and that just sounds wonderful. Now, Indy would take advantage of the chaos and get out to a 7-0 lead, and then a 12-2 lead, and then a 17-6 lead. Then after 2 more misses, things started turning around. Shorter shots started falling. Detroit would get to the line a few times, and Killian Hayes, hits a 3 into a Corey Joseph triple as well, and that would give them the lead 24-22, and they wouldn't be done yet by a long shot. Eventually, a 33-16 run to finish out the quarter, and the Pistons would lead by 8 at the end of one after trailing by 11 in the middle of the period. Killian with 10 points and 2 steals to spark the offense, 35-27 Detroit. And the second quarter, well, that would be pretty fun too. Jaden Ivey decided to take over for a bit. He scored 7 straight points and increased the lead to 15. Not really sure the Pacers knew what hit them in that 55-second stretch. Now, Indy would get some similar aggression from Buddy Hield. He can be pretty dangerous if he gets hot. The lead would be cut down to single digits at the 8-minute mark. And then a different Buddy would also be on the floor. Coach Casey told Mark before the game that we'd see a good deal of Buddy Boeheim and Jared Rhoden due to all the injuries. Rhoden actually started snagging some rebounds as well, 4 of them in 7 minutes of work, and it would make a triple at the midway point of the period to put Detroit back up 12, 53-41. Now, Detroit also starting to play some nice defense out there, taking a couple of charges. Marvin Bagley doing a great job under the basket, and then another huge 3 from Killian to put them up 16, and he'd be up to 15 points. And with a minute and a half to go, the Pistons would hit that 70 mark for the first half, getting whatever they wanted with a couple of guys on pace to break career highs for the game. And eventually, at the end of the second, the Pistons would lead 73-57. They shot 65% for the period. Now, taking a look at some of the individual scoring performances for the game, 19 points leading the way from Jaden Ivey, 6 of 11, 5 assists as well, only a couple of turnovers, 17 points for Killian Hayes. His career high is well in sights, about 9 points away from him. He's 7 of 10 from the floor with 3 triples, 8 points apiece from RJ Hampton and Jalen Duren. Duren also with 7 rebounds, and he's still on his way to yet another double-double. Now, off of the bench, Marvin Bagley, 2 of 4 from the floor, 4 of 5 from the free throw line for 8 points and 3 rebounds, 6 points for Corey Joseph. Jared Rhoden had 7 with 4 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. He's having a career game with the Pistons. And Buddy Boeheim played 6 minutes, did not take a shot, and really didn't do anything else. No points, but he was out there getting some work on the floor. On the other side, the Pacers being led by Isaiah Jackson with 11 points. Also, Buddy Hield has 11 off their bunch as well. But the Pistons right now, they're shooting over 60% from the game. They have 7 triples out of 17 tries, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. The Pacers really only in this game because they went to the free throw line 17 times and made 14 of them. The Pistons easily out-rebounding Indiana 24-15 right now. They have 40 points in the paint in the first half and have led by as much as 21 in this game. Right now, it's a 73-57 advantage over the Pacers on the road. They're trying to snap all sorts of losing streaks right now and avoid a record for futility from the franchise in terms of number of wins on the season. It can all be taken care of if they just take care of the second half. Now, up next, we'll check the other scores from around the NBA. You're listening to the Halftime Show presented by Belfour.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now.
Allegiant, the official airline of the Detroit Pistons. Nonstop flights from Flint, Detroit to Fort Myers, Punta Gorda, one way for as low as $54. Must be purchased by 5/3/2023 for travel between 4/16/2023 and 11/13/2023. Seats and dates unlimited. Restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
What a game it's been, and it's only getting better. You can bet on the game with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Detroit Pistons. Use code PISTONS. New customers can get a playthrough bonus up to $1,000 in site credits, only with promo code PISTON. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Gambling Disorder Helpline at 800-270-7117. Must be 21 or older, Michigan only. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. One per new customer. Bonus amount equal to 20% of original deposit, max $1,000 in site credits. Deposit requires 25 times playthrough within 90 days on eligible DraftKings products to receive bonus. See terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook.
The all-new NBA app is happening and has you covered from coast to coast. Live tip-offs at your fingertips and highlights right as they happen. Catch every can't-miss moment before, during, and after the game. And behind the scenes like you've never seen. It's all access, all the time. All in one app. Because if it's happening in the new NBA app. So get the app today.
Since 1927, Altec Lansing has been consistently delivering high quality and rich sound to generations of music enthusiasts. Whether you're shooting hoops or snowboarding, Detroit Pistons fans can enjoy music on the go with Altec Lansing everything-proof speakers and headphones. Shop online or in stores at Target, Walmart, Best Buy, Amazon, and various retailers. Altec Lansing, proud sponsor of the Detroit Pistons.
Welcome back to the halftime show presented by Bell for the Pistons. Looking for just their second division win of the year. If they do tonight in Indy, they'd also snap a 13-game road losing streak and an 11-game losing streak overall. They have tonight and Sunday to get that done before the offseason, and so far looking pretty good for tonight, a 73-57 advantage in Indianapolis. But now let's take a look around the association, presented by DraftKings, an official sports betting partner of the Detroit Pistons. Halftime in Charlotte, the Rockets and the Hornets are playing, and the Rockets have a 55-49 advantage so far in that game. It's Wizards 53, the Heat 51 at the half in Washington, D.C. The Nets are up 45-28 on the Magic midway through their second quarter. The 76ers and the Hawks just beginning their second quarter. It's 42-34 in favor of Atlanta. Saddiq Bey leading the way with 8 points in that one. The Celtics are up big on the Raptors, 50-22 with 7 minutes left in their first half. And the Pelicans and the Knicks and Bucks and Grizzlies all just getting started in their games as well. Meanwhile, back in Indy, the Pistons shooting the lights out, over 60% from the floor. They've got a 73-57 lead on the road, and the start of the third quarter is coming up in moments. You're listening to the halftime show presented by Belfour.
Even a wager that misses can still be a slam dunk with BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA. Place an NBA one-game parlay wager with at least 4 legs or more, and if you miss on one of the legs, don't worry about it. You'll get $25 back. Just opt into this promotion on the BetMGM app or website, and with one-game parlay, you can make a selection within a single NBA game with tons of bet types, including team and player props. Opt into the promotion and then place a NBA one-game parlay wager with 4 legs or more, and you get up to $25 back in free bets if you miss just one leg. BetMGM and the Game Sense remind you to play responsible and offer resources to help you make appropriate choices. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. You must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Michigan only. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Reward issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, but those bonus bets will expire in 7 days from being issued. You got a gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated person.
Your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers have vehicles in stock and ready for you. Plus, new incentives now during our Spring into Savings sales event. Check out the 2023 Ford Bronco Sport Big Ben, which comes standard with list cross traffic alert and lane keeping system. Right now, current AZ plan trade-in lessees can lease a 2023 Bronco Sport Big Ben for $379 a month with $3,429 due at signing. Lease payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Some exclusions may apply. Not all buyers will qualify for low-mileage Ford Credit Red Carpet lease. Residency restrictions apply. Cash due at signing is after $750 cash back. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 5/1/23. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. So lease a 2023 Bronco Sport Big Ben today for $379 a month, only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
Well, welcome back to the halftime show presented by Belfour. 73-57 Pistons. They're shooting over 60%. A pretty fun first half that could end up snapping multiple losing streaks for Detroit if they can get it done. Also, we did receive word that James Wiseman is questionable to return after taking some friendly fire in the opening minutes. A facial laceration for the big man. That just sounds lovely. Now, for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Mark Champion and Rick Mahorn. And Rick, with all these injuries, Dwayne Casey said that guys need to step up, and here we are. Killian Hayes, Jared Rhoden, Jaden Ivey, all on pace to break career highs in points for the game as everything was clicking out there.
Well, the thing was they started moving the basketball, but it came with Corey Joseph. You get a calming veteran in there that pushes the point and make it so everybody around them play. After that timeout in the first quarter, you saw everybody got back together, and it's just really been good ever since. But James Wiseman will be playing tonight.
Yep, cleared to play. We saw him out on the floor taking a few shots, making sure everything is fine, but he is available. So the Pistons are back to 9 players as opposed to 8. What was it the other night? We had like 7.5.
7.5, yep.
For a while. Oh, my goodness. One game to go. That'll be Sunday in Chicago. The Bulls are playing later tonight. So great first half. 73 points, by the way. That equals season high for the first half. They had a 73-point outburst against Charlotte.
And the thing is, you got to keep that same energy. You know, a lot of things change in that second half, and the first 5 minutes are crucial.
Good job by the Piston bench. 21 points. Marvin Bagley with 8. Jared Roden, as Chris was saying, 7 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal. 6 points for Corey Joseph. All right, Piston ball to begin the third here in Indianapolis. Going right to left. Nice spring day here in Circle City, the capital city. Elliot Hayes weaving with R.J. Hampton. Now Corey Joseph slings one topside to Duran with 9 to shoot. Duran gives it to Hayes on the left side of the floor. There's a foul. That was going to be on Wara.
No, it's like Wara is trying to be aggressive.
Trying to fight through that screen by Duran. So sideline out, Jaden Ivey with his mom on hand, and the inbounds pass almost stolen by Andrew Nemhard. Try it again. Ivey, 5 assists to go with his 19 points, 3 triples. All right, try it again. This time he finds Corey Joseph out of the left wing, 10 to shoot. Corey on the move, underneath the basket. Got to get something up here. Weaves back up top, right between the wicket. Gets it to Killian Hayes, and he missed the shot. That was a nifty pass right to Nemhard. Warren now to Neesmith with the right elbow. He's got a space to shoot and hits it.
You don't want to give them a run, but they will make one.
73-59, just underway in the third. Crossover move. Ivy, ball came off his hands. And Matherin ahead to Wara. Wara for the dunk. And just like that, it's 73-61.
Don't want those turnovers to keep creeping up.
This actually started late in the second period. The Pistons were up 73-52, so it's a 9-0 run. Left sideline, no good by Hampton. Rebound comes out to Indiana. Here's Wara. Skips her over to Nemhard. Back out to Neesmith. Down the lane he goes. Oh, look out. It's fouled by Duran. Count the bucket. And it's a 10-point game.
That's 4 on Duran. He might as well commit the whole foul once he stopped. Went in the air. What's the run now? 11-0 run?
Yeah. Free throw on the way, and he missed that one, so Hampton chases it down. 10:33 to go in the third. Suddenly it's a 10-point game. Killian Hayes, right side of the floor, guarded by Nemhard. Now switched off to Neesmith. Nice screen, Duran. Hayes to the dotted line, gets one up over Jackson, no good, and Duran got a little undercut there. And they're going to call that one on Neesmith.
Well, Neesmith is not tall enough. He's trying to box out Duran, who is just so big and explosive.
Corey Joseph gets it into Killian. He just need a bucket to kind of settle things down here. Hayes on the move, dotted line, puts it up short, got knocked down, and he'll try to get it at the free throw line.
That's the third.
Pistons have only attempted 9 free throws tonight, 18 by Indiana. They're 14 of 18. But the Pistons' free throw attempts have dropped precipitously with all the injuries. They used to be first in the league. They're still second in the league in attempts per game. Free throw on the way is a make, and finally some points. 74-63 Detroit. Second one on the way is a make as well, so righting the ship a bit, 75-63. Nemhard with the ball for the Pacers in the bright yellow. Off it goes to Matherin. Matherin had it stolen by Jaden Ivey. Ivey racing up the floor, got a bump and a block. Is that goaltending?
No, they didn't.
Nope, didn't signal it. So free throws coming.
There goes the fouls, and this is the fourth team foul. So Pistons have 10 minutes left in this quarter. You got to keep attacking.
That's another one on Neesmith. So Jaden Ivey now to the free throw line. And hits the first one. 76-63.
You know, it's good to see Corey Joseph in that lineup, keeping everything under control.
Yep, absolutely. Great point. I tell you, Jaden Ivey's gotten better shooting those free throws. A lot smoother at the line. It hits them both. 77-63 Detroit. A couple of minutes gone here in the third. Matherin gives it back to Nemhard, and that's a silly little reach-in foul there by Killian.
Can't steal everything.
No.
Can't block everything. Learned from my old school dads to say, you ain't going to block everything. You ain't going to make everything. Just do the best you can.
Pistons had 7 steals in the first half, 3 of them by Hayes. Here's Matherin, right elbow, leans in. Missed the shot, got his own miss. Kicks it out to Wara, right baseline, nowhere to go. Goes into the left corner. Nice move by Neesmith to get open. And his shot spins out. And this one comes down to Wara, and he lays it in. Yikes.
Wara's the one setting the tone this third period.
77-65 now. The Pistons by 12. They're up by 21. Killian Hayes with the ball, right side of the floor. Screen by Duran. Hayes, right corner. Corey Joseph. Back up top to Ivy. 7 to shoot. Jaden Ivey on the move. Right elbow. Bounce pass to Duran down the lane. Puts a shot up nice and soft and hits it. How about that little pocket pass?
Nice pocket pass. Nice finish around the basket.
79-65. 3 minutes gone. Nemhard down the lane. Looking to the left side. Matherin going baseline to the basket and scores. Well, they didn't have big numbers in the paint in the first half, but they suddenly are attacking the rim. Killian Hayes with the ball up top.
Duran with 4, not looking to get his 5th foul.
Hayes dotted line shot. He got the late whistle call. Is that another one on Neesmith? Yep. So that's 4 fouls now on Neesmith, who is mystified and staring mystifyingly at John Jobel. So free throws for Killian Hayes. So the Pistons all of a sudden getting to the line here. First one on the way, spins it in.
Both teams are getting to the free throw line, so there's no favoritism on either side.
Nope. Well, good to see James Wiseman back out there. Had the facial laceration. He and Duran collided, friendly fire. And Gabe York has come back in for Indiana. Second free throw is good. And it's 81-67 Detroit. Nemhard with the ball. Nemhard tonight with 6 assists to go with 8 points. Has it on the right elbow. Moves to the dotted line, elevates there, and hits it.
This is backcourt, both with 21 points each.
All of a sudden, Indiana's going for the paint. Jaden Ivey on the move. There's a lob. Wiseman charge. And the foul is on Ivey. Knocked down a man on the pass. And that's 3 on Ivey now, so he's got to be careful. Duran's got 4. 3 by Roden. 3 other players have 2. 81-69 Detroit. Nemhard with it. Up top, Matherin. Swing it over to York. And now to Wara. Pass deflected. Saved in the corner by Matherin. 11 still to shoot. Back out top it goes Jordan Wara. And he will fire. And he will miss. And Wiseman comes out with a rebound. 12-point Piston lead. 7:50 to go in the third. R.J. Hampton up to Corey Joseph. Former Pacer on the move. And he got grabbed around the waist. No call. Off it goes to Ivy left side. 6 on the shot clock. Behind the back move. Off balance shot. Swatted by Isaiah Jackson. Matherin out on the break and finger rolls it in. Wow. I think Casey's going to let him play. 81-71. Indiana's awakened. Corey Joseph with the ball, getting tangled up with Matherin, drops it in. Killian up and under, short, tapped it up, no, and it comes out of there to York. I bet the Pistons get a timeout if they score here. Matherin from the left wing. He'll attack. He'll take it inside and got fouled on the play.
Man.
I think that's another one on Ivy.
Hayes.
Oh, they called it on Hayes.
That's his third. But now your foul's starting to add up.
Yeah, kind of getting in the concerned area.
3 for Roden, 3 for Ivy, 3 for Hayes, and 4 for Durham.
Well, Matherin, who was in the starting lineup tonight, is the number one scorer off the bench in the league. Third all-time for Indiana. Only Detlef Schrempf scored more off the bench. Hits the free throw. We'll get a timeout as the lead is down to 9 for Detroit, 81-72. Pistons Radio Network presented by DraftKings.
At Corewell Health, every leap forward starts with the same question. Can we? Can we use genetics to fight cancers? As in plural, as in all of them? Can we save a person's heart from 500 miles away using robots? Can we combine psychology, biology, and all the ologies to heal the whole person? We can. Corewell Health. Visit CorewellHealth.org and discover what we can do together.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein. When people contact us, they always ask, is this call and consultation really free? The answer has always been yes, it's free for over 50 years. It's always been free. A free call, a free consultation, and we don't get paid unless we win your case. That's our no-fee guarantee. Get a free consultation at 1-800-CALL-SAM or callsam.com. It's always free.
1-800-CALL-SAM.
Come on, come in, let the fun begin.
At MichiganLottery.com, the one place you'll find exclusive games like Queen of Diamonds and Michigan Cash Drop, plus Powerball and Mega Millions that can reach $1 billion. Cash out online or at your favorite store, and all proceeds support Michigan schools and businesses. Get $20 with a $20 deposit using promo code RADIO. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
So play on, Michigan, 'cause we all win.
Our champion, Rick Mahorn, Pistons Radio Network, presented by DraftKings, and the timeout break by Kia, official vehicle partner of the Pistons. Our sounds of the game are brought to you by Klipsch Premium Audio, keepers of the sound. Stay up to date all things Pistons. You get breaking news, merchandise drops, latest Pistons content sent directly to your phone. Text Pistons to 41518 and sign up today. And so, Indiana already with 12 points in the paint here in this third quarter.
Yeah, they're starting to attack. Pistons are running them off, but now it's got to be, hopefully the fatigue doesn't set in with you early.
And the Pistons with only 9. They were down to 8 when James Wiseman left the floor in the first half. So Ivy out there, Roden's come in, Hayes, Joseph, and Wiseman. James Johnson in for Indiana, Wara, Matherin's at the free throw line, York out there with Nembhard. Matherin wearing 00. And hits the second free throw, and it's 81-73 Detroit. Here comes Corey Joseph across the timeline. Corey with 6 points, couple of dimes. Goes to Hayes, deep pass. Wiseman got shoved. Threw him off balance, but he'll get a couple of free throws. Foul on Matherin.
And they're real small in that paint. And that's why Wiseman did the right move by attacking and sliding through.
Wiseman's only played 3 minutes, so obviously has not gotten into this game yet. Maybe this will get him going. Got a bright future. Now he's with a team that can play him minutes as Wiseman misses the free throw. He was not going to get that with Golden State.
And their bench is too deep. They're deep up front.
Second one on the way is much better. It's 82-73 Detroit. Yeah, I think probably would be another couple of years before he would have played out there. Nembhard backing it down. Dotted line fadeaway shot is good.
He brought that all the way down and said, okay, I'm going to take it off and take it myself.
Everything is in the blue paint here all of a sudden for the Pacers. 14 now.
82-75 Detroit. Killian Hayes with the ball. Double team pass into the right corner. Ivy runs baseline. And they're going to call a foul on Jordan Wara there. He thought he kept his verticality, but
and he probably did. I mean, a lot of times when you go into the basket,
nope,
he came down. Left arm.
Yep, left arm went down.
He'd have just stayed up.
So Ivy back to the line. Pistons are 15 of 17.
I like the way guys go to the bench and start drawing that finger to roll up. Okay.
Let's take a look at this.
Yeah, please. You only get one.
First one's a make for young Mr. Ivy. 83 and 75. Those are the numbers in this game. Pistons have the 83, and Ivy misses his first free throw of the night. He was 7 of 7. Nembhard up the right wing, stumbles and lost the ball. Ivy the other way for Detroit. Kicks it right corner to Roden. Back out Ivy. Skip pass left side to Killian Hayes. And now Wiseman wants it. Against Wara. Whirls around. Lefty hook. And he got it to go. First field goal, 85-75 Detroit. Halfway through the period, down the lane. Oh, what happened there? James Johnson with just a layup dunk. And it's 85-77.
Too easy.
What happened? The defense, Killian on the right wing. Up to Corey Joseph, top side three, rims around, no good. And here come the Pacers, left to right. Jordan Wara with it. Dishes back to York. Shows no inclination to shoot, off to James Johnson. Johnson to Wara, and he'll shoot. Sends it to York, and now he does shoot. And misses from the right wing. Rebound to Ivy. 85-77 Detroit off to Corey Joseph. Right elbow, hesitates. Now gets into the paint, whirling around, nowhere to go. Sends it out to Roden, and topside to Ivy. Jaden sizes up a three. That one's way too strong, and the rebound to Wara. 5:03 to go, and a wild pass. That was steps by Nembhard. Got away with it. Kicks it out. Wara's shot goes in and out. Ball slapped loose, and York finds it. Off to Mathurin. Mathurin tried it up and under. Got sent to the hardwood.
Yeah, make him earn it.
Wiseman's going to pick up the foul. He got him. Got him in the arms. Now the Pistons had a 73-52 lead, but now it's 85-77. Free throw in and out. With Carlisle making the right move at halftime, deciding to go inside to pass up the three. They're only 5 of 18 shooting three balls, so why not go inside?
If you ain't making it outside, just go ahead inside. Sometimes I wonder about this game and where it's become not necessarily a bad thing, but if you ain't making it, don't do it.
Oh, missed a pair. That's a break for the Pistons here with 4:47 to go in the third, up 8. Corey Joseph with the basketball off to Hayes on the right sideline. Slides it over to Ivy, left corner Roden. Roden with a three and hits it.
Sat there for a long time when you can just sit there and nobody's coming really running out there to contest.
That's 2 triples now for Jared Roden. To see him, James Johnson with the ball, hands it off. York kicks it out. Wara is open and missed it. In and out for 3. Rebound Wiseman.
It's the reason why you open.
They had to Killian Hayes. 88-77. Detroit with the lead. Corey Joseph into Ivy. Ivy to the rim and hammers it down. 90-77.
Where did Rick Carlisle go? Put his hands. It's like, okay.
What do they just say to you guys? George Hill in the game has the ball. Directing traffic from up top. Couple of graybeards in the game, and Hill and Johnson. And here's Hill for the left wing for 3. It drills it. That's a big-time bucket there for the Pacers. 90-80, Detroit by 10, 3:33 to go. Corey Joseph, Jaden Ivey, deep pass, inside and out to Corey for a 3 from the corner, no good. Mathurin with a rebound. Weaving through the Detroit traffic, gets to the rim, and it goes in and out. Corey Joseph gets the rebound, coming right to left. Ace picking up here. Ivy's open, right side three, rims off. York with a rebound for Indiana. 90-80 Detroit. James Johnson on the one dribble, now takes another one off to York. He'll fire and hit. That's a three. Down to 7. 90-83 now. All of a sudden they're shooting threes.
It's amazing.
And a good timeout here. Indiana's got the Piston defense a little off balance right now. 2:49 to go in the third. Pistons 90, the Pacers 83 on the Pistons Radio Network, presented by DraftKings.
For Kia, the driveway is where performance resides. From the fans of the game to the Kia Telluride X Pro. So here's to tip-offs and engine starts, clutch players and 8-speed automatic transmissions, to long-range shooters and even longer-range rides. Here's to the legends of the driveway, the Kia Telluride X Pro. Kia is an official vehicle partner of the Detroit Pistons.
Kia, movement that inspires.
This summer, boys and girls, grades 3 through 9, can participate in Pistons Academy Summer Camp. This camp will consist of skill development. It'll also feature guest appearances by former and current Piston players and the high-flying Pistons Extreme Team. All participants will receive a Pistons reversible jersey, as well as a free ticket to a home game at Little Caesars Arena. Be sure to register early at pistonsacademy.com/camps.
You don't have to play for the Pistons to be treated by the same doctors who keep the team at their best.
I can't dunk in size 18 sneakers, but I can play 18 holes.
I don't box out defenders in mesh shorts, but my hip is back in the game.
I'm not a Piston, but I'm running on all cylinders after back surgery. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
Henry Ford Health, official team physicians of the Detroit Pistons. And you. Visit henryford.com/teamdocs.
Mark and Rick on the Pistons Radio Network, presented by DraftKings. The break brought to you by Kia.
Protecting the rim is, Mark, protecting the rim is as important as protecting your bank account.
I always say that.
Yeah, I understand, but which is why you should only send money to people you know and trust, like myself. Brought to you by Zelle. Looking for it in your banking app. Look for it in your banking app.
If you insist.
Yep.
It's time for Cleaning the Glass, presented by Wallside Windows. Wallside Windows, they can do that. They're the factory. Call them for a free estimate. How's the rebounding going tonight?
And I'll tell you, the rebounding is doing pretty good for the Pistons. You know, you got 31 rebounds to 27 by Indiana. And Dern, when he's in the game, has got 7 rebounds. He's out there being dominant.
Well, Indiana's been a bit dominant here in the quarter, outscoring Detroit 26-17, hitting 11 of 18 from the field, most of it in the paint. So Killian Hayes, Jared Rhoden, Corey Joseph out there with R.J. Hampton now on the floor, and Marvin Bagley with Hill on him. Bagley bobbing and weaving. Hill is stuck to him. Off it goes to Corey Joseph. 1 second. He's got a fire. And off the heel it goes. James Johnson with a rebound. Outlet ahead to Jordan Wara. Johnson to York, and he'll fire a long three, and it goes in and out. Halfway down, Rhoden with a rebound. Yikes. 90-83 Detroit. 2:15 to go in the third period. Joseph on the move, top of the key. Sends it right side to Killian Hayes. Hayes drops it into Bagley against Buddy Hield this time. Slips through him, puts his shot up. Nobody got a whistle. Good job by Marvin Bagley.
And Buddy Hield's getting when Indiana's defense is some kind of goofy, because when I see a guard on a big, you got to punish him.
So Bagley heading to the line, 8 points, 3 rebounds, coming off the concussion issues the other night. Luckily, nothing too serious. Kept him out the rest of the way as he hits the first. Good to finally get a guy back off the injured list. I know that Wayne Casey's talked about it. He says, we trust our athletic training and medical staff to make the right decisions on whether these guys should come back and play or not. Second one on the way, and that one's no good. So it's 91-83 Detroit. We got 2 to go in the third. George Hill up the right wing. Finds Johnson on the right sideline. Back to Hill. There's a cut by York. He got fouled on the play. Nice job of coming off that screen by Gabe York.
Yeah, he was moving. He was not stopping. Seems like they're going to him. Last 3 times down.
He was a really good player in the G League this year. He averaged 21 points as he hits the free throw.
Whole different animal when you step up to the big leagues.
Yes, sirree. Free throws to make. 91-84. Indiana hanging around. Benedict Mathurin will come back into the game. Jordan Morrow will take a seat. 13 and 5 rebounds for Ward tonight. Second free throw is a make. And it's down to a 2-possession game, 91-85. Killian Hayes on the lefty dribble. Bagley sets a screen and a switch. Hayes pulls up, dotted line, shot no. Bagley follows it in. Pacers wanted interference there. 93-85, minute and a half to go. George Hill to Gabe York. Around another screen. Gives it up to Mathurin on the right baseline. Couldn't get a shot. Now a skip pass by York to George Hill. To James Johnson against Corey Joseph. Dives to the rim. Easy to lay up.
Hooked him.
Yeah. 93-87. That's what Dwayne Casey's barking out at.
You can't play defense anymore, so they probably ain't come call it.
Corey Joseph with the ball up top. Down to a minute remaining. R.J. Hampton posting up Bagley, but he's off his spot a little bit. Spins into the lane, goes up and goes in and out, and it's knocked out of bounds. Looked like
they're about to change it.
Looked like it went off road.
Blair's walking in.
And yep, going to be overturned. And that's a right call, we think. Yep.
Roden got that hand.
Yep, sure did.
Got that paw on it.
Good help there by Curtis Blair. 50.2 seconds to go and flying beyond that. 93-87. Richmond lead at just 6. They led by 21. George Hill with the ball up top. Down to 8. On the move, right side of the lane, and he throws it away. Holy mackerel. Here comes Roden up the right sideline. Roden comes to a halt. He's all bottled up. Gives to Killian Hayes in front of the Pacer bench. Backing down the smaller Gabe York. Skips it in the left corner. Hampton out to Corey Joseph. And that time he hits the 3, and he says, it's about time.
About time. He's not going to stop shooting them either.
96-87. Big bucket there. Final 10 seconds of the third. Buddy Hield with the ball. Watch out. He shoots 3s. Has it left side. Skip pass. Intercepted. Corey Joseph's got to let it. No, he's going to lob it. A little too late. Needed to let her fly from up top. But a good recovery to end the quarter on a Corey Joseph triple and steal. Pistons 96 and the Pacers 87 on the Pistons Radio Network, presented by DraftKings.
You will love your Avis Ford, because at Avis Ford, your buying experience is everything.
I love it.
We're not a corporate store. We're family owned, and we just won another Ford Motor Company President's Award for exceptional customer service and satisfaction.
A custom order, baby.
Custom order your new Ford early and get an additional $1,000. You will love your Avis Ford. Shop online or visit us on Telegraph at 12 Mile. Call 1-800-SHOP-FORD.
Come on, come in, let the fun begin.
At MichiganLottery.com, the one place you'll find exclusive games like Queen of Diamonds and Michigan Cash Draw, plus Powerball and Mega Millions that can reach $1 billion. Cash out online or at your favorite store. And all proceeds support Michigan schools and businesses. Get $20 with a $20 deposit using promo code RADIO. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
So play on, Michigan, 'cause we all win.
Since 1927, Altec Lansing has been consistently delivering high quality and rich sound to generations of music enthusiasts. Whether you're shooting hoops or snowboarding, Detroit Pistons fans can enjoy music on the go with Altec Lansing everything-proof speakers and headphones. Shop online or in stores at Target, Walmart, Best Buy, Amazon, and various retailers. Altec Lansing, proud sponsor of the Detroit Pistons.
What's your priority? My priority? Making time for myself while taking care of everyone else. Whoa!
Mom, he won't share.
The office keeps calling you. Do the kids have swim lessons later?
Sometimes I just need a breather. So I'm glad Priority Health's Wellbeing Hub connects me to support that helps me
give that back. Mom!
Balance my day.
With Priority Health, your priority is our priority.
Our champion, Rick Mahorn, Pistons Radio Network, presented by DraftKings, a break by Kia. Fourth quarter presented by Paceline. When the Pistons score 100 or more, you score. And Lefties, go to pistons.com/lefties for more information or order directly through Uber Eats to claim your exclusive offer. Indiana had 18 of their points in the paint in that third period, put up 30 in the quarter. But the Pistons rally near the end and lead by 9 as we begin the fourth, and George Hill has the ball.
And the turnovers by Indiana, Pistons are taking advantage of it.
Buddy Hield coming off a screen, missed a three. Rebound tapped down by Corey Joseph to Marvin Bagley. 96-87 Detroit. Jaden Ivey back in the game. Joseph on the right side of the floor. Bagley sets a screen to the elbow, goes Corey. There's a cut across the lane by Roden, and his shot goes in and out to Buddy Hield. George Hill up the left wing for the Pacers. Back to Hield, the trailer. Let's go, a three, and hits it.
Figure sooner or later he's going to make a couple.
Yes, sir. 96-90. He's had 25 games this year where he's had at least 5 triples in a game. He's dangerous. Corey Joseph on the right elbow. Posts up Bagley against Buddy Hield. Backing him down and misses the hook shot. York with the rebound. Hield up the left side now. He's feeling it. Has to drop it inside out. And York fires a three. No good. Ball tapped around and Jaden Ivey controls it. 96-90 Detroit, just underway in the fourth. Pistons trying to get their second win against Indiana. Beaten by 20 the last time. Corey Joseph in the right corner fires and hits it. He's starting to get dialed in.
He's dialed in. I'll tell you, it's just nice to see him. Right now he's 2 for 7, but he's getting points getting points like that.
Isaiah Jackson getting points as he floats one up over Bagley and scores. 99-92. 10:20 remaining. Jaden Ivey with the ball. Ivey to the left elbow. He's got a look, but he missed it. Hield with a rebound. Ivey with 24 and 8. 21 for Killian Hayes tonight. Hill with a kick back to Buddy Hield. He hits 3 more.
Got him going.
99-95. It's a 4-point game coming off the bench with his 4th triple. Buddy Hield.
A rhythm shooter.
Here's Ivey on the weave up top. Hampton back to Joseph. Bagley on a screen. Pass to Hampton. Nice crossover. Throws it up and in off the glass. That was a heck of a move.
I tell you, he runs on his toes, and I tell you, when guys run on their toes, they're quick to turn it.
101-95 Detroit. On the move is Hield, and Bagley may have gotten a piece of that thing. Goes out of bounds, though, off Indiana. With 9:30 to go in the game and up 6.
Got to figure who's got the legs right now for the Pistons.
Exactly.
A lot of minutes on Ivey at 33, Hayes at 32.
Scooter with the ball up top. Oh, they leave him all alone. Can he make him pay? And he does with a 3. Not sure what Indiana was thinking there. 104-95, and the Pistons are back up by a full 3 possessions. George Hill with the ball left side. Gets it into Isaiah Jackson. He picked up his dribble, skips it over to York. York makes a move. He'll shoot a 3. Had it blocked.
Hampton with a nice block.
Jaden Ivey across the timeline. Ivey, Hampton, Joseph, Bagley up top. Bagley up in the air behind him to Ivey. Jaden Ivey pulls up at the free throw line. Too strong on the shot. Rebound Isaiah Jackson. George Hill across the line in a hurry. Able to get all the way to the basket and lays it in. He might be getting up there in years, but still got some quickness. 104-97 Detroit.
Well, the pace is picked up for the Pacers. They're pushing it.
8:29 and ticking. Ivy with the basketball. Day off tomorrow. Kicks it out to Corey Joseph. Open is Bagley. Gets it for a three and hits it. Oh, baby.
Shot. That's a big shot.
107-97, and the Pistons lead by 10. George Hill again on the move. Underneath the basket. Goes to York. Back to Hill. Left wing three. Ooh, halfway down and out. Isaiah Jackson with a rebound. Oh, look out, look out. He's swinging that ball. Angry at somebody.
Corey was fouling him, and he was like a little upset.
Joseph talking to Isaiah Jackson. Settle down, young fella.
Not in the heat of the moment, I'll tell you that much.
It'll be a sideline out with 8:05 to go in the game. 107-97. Pistons shooting 52%, Indiana 50%. George Hill with the basketball. Roden on him. Hill sizing it up, gets a screen, drives left side of the lane, off balance, got a whistle though as Scooter got him.
Tell you right now, the referee's seeing a little tension. They're going to make quicker calls.
So a burst of energy here in the quarter by George Hill, as we said, in his 14th season. He's been with a lot of teams.
Corey's tired. He went straight to the bench.
Killian Hayes got to come in whether he wants to or not.
Yeah, I'm exhausted. He just walked straight to the bench.
And it was the reverse Johnny Diamond.
He was like, I'm tired.
He sprinted to the bench. Free throws a make.
I'm tired, Coach.
Take me out, Coach.
If you don't now, I'm just going to sit over here.
Second one on the way, and George Hill making some things happen for Indiana. 107-99. Pistons with the lead. We're inside of 8 minutes.
Corey played 27 minutes.
Jaden Ivey with the ball. 24, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. Weaves across the lane. Kicks it out to Roden. Roden on a little hesitation move. And it's spotted by Isaiah Jackson. Ivey finds it. Still got time. Slings a pass to Roden. Roden had it blocked again by Isaiah Jackson.
1.2 seconds on the shot clock. When they try to challenge them big boys, better come with it strong.
So the Detroit area high schooler, Isaiah Jackson, swatting a couple. Still got time to catch and shoot here. 1.2 seconds. Killian Hayes to the left baseline to get it in. Finds Bagley. He'll fire, and it's off the rim. Heel with a rebound. 107-99 Detroit. Heel on the move. Off to Mathurin. Mathurin to Jackson. And Bagley got a piece of it. Holy moly. That's a big defensive play. Killian Hayes now slows up the pace a bit. Out on the right side of the floor. Guarded by Buddy Hield. Switched off to Hill. Bagley trying to screen Hill. And then George Hill got his hand in the cookie jar and found Killian. Now they got to call out a shooting foul. Yep, shooting foul. And Carlisle not real happy with the call. 895 career coaching wins for Rick Carlisle. It's a whole bunch. 20th season of coaching.
Head coaching, and does that include his assistant coaching tenures?
No, the records are only head coaching. Free throws a make. And you know the interesting thing too is when you have an interim coach, he doesn't get the win or the loss. It goes to the head coach. So we get a timeout with 7:05 to go. Pistons 108, Indiana 99 on the Pistons Radio Network presented by DraftKings.
What a game it's been, and it's only getting better. You can bet on the game with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Detroit Pistons. Use code PISTONS. New customers can get a playthrough bonus up to $1,000 in site credits, only with promo code PISTON. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Gambling Disorder Helpline at 800-270-7117. Must be 21 or older, Michigan only. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. One per new customer. Bonus amount equal to 20% of original deposit, max $1,000 in site credits. Deposit requires 25 times playthrough within 90 days on eligible DraftKings products to receive bonus. See terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now. Allegiant, the official airline of the Detroit Pistons. Nonstop flights from Flint, Detroit to Fort Myers, Punta Gorda, one way for as low as $54. Must be purchased by 5/3/2023 for travel between 4/16/2023 and 11/13/2023. Seats and dates unlimited. Restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
Every enterprise needs a reliable, high-performing network that can scale as needs change. That's why Everstream is expanding our business-only fiber network in the area. Our Ethernet, dedicated internet access, and dark fiber services deliver capacity up to 100 gigs with class-leading low latency, no-charge bandwidth bursting, and direct peering to the cloud apps you use most. Don't settle for the telecom status quo. Choose a partner that's raising the bar for business connectivity. Visit everstream.net today.
Now let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Pistons Basketball Network. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. 97.1 The Ticket. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Mark and Rick on the Pistons Radio Network, presented by DraftKings. The break brought to you by Kia. Download the Pistons mobile app. Gain access to exclusive behind-the-scenes content, rewards, and arena experiences you won't find anywhere else. Available in the App Store. Follow the Pistons on Twitter by using the hashtag Pistons. And the Pistons official G League team, the Motor City Cruise, will return for their third season in Detroit. Be there. Memberships for next year start as low as $192. Visit cruisebasketball.com and learn more. Got a good game going here in Indianapolis, 108-99. Pistons with the lead, still a bunch of time, 7:05.
Yeah, there's a lot of games out there in the NBA tonight as well. So,
yeah, we'll check those out next opportunity. Meantime, Killian Hayes will be at the free throw line. Pistons 18 of 22 now. Hayes has had a very strong night, 22 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, and 3 steals. And hits the first free throw. James Johnson coming back in. Pistons without Bogdanovich, Burks, Cunningham, Diallo, Magruder, Stewart, Livers, Omarui.
Champion.
Iowa's play hurt. Second one on the way, good. And Killian Hayes is perfect at the free throw line tonight. So 110-99 with 7 to go.
Only has 1 turnover. Playing pretty well.
James Johnson turned the ball over.
Another steal.
Killian Hayes with the basketball. Hayes 7 of 7 at the line. He and Jaden Ivey have been terrific. Deep bounce pass to Bagley, whirling around, slips underneath the basket to the right corner. That's Roden. Has to get it out of there to Ivey, down to 4 seconds. Splits the defense, gets a shot up, tough fadeaway, and it drops in for him. 112-99. Wow. Worked hard for that bucket. James Johnson to a trailing Benedict Mathurin. Now to Hield, and he hits 3 more.
Roden has to get up on him.
Yeah, you got it.
Buddy's being a little bit buddyish tonight.
5 out of 10 long range, 20 points for Buddy Hield. Coming off the bench, 112-102 Detroit. Killian Hayes with the ball up top. Picks up the dribble, goes to Ivey. And now to Roden, or to Hampton. He'll drive it down, dotted line, stops on a dime, missed, put it back up, and he missed that one too. Hield with the rebound to George Hill. Hill to Hield. Oh, you got to get up on him. Back to Hill on the left wing. He dodged one there. Hield against Bagley. And now George Hill on the move. Down the lane. Sweeps it up and in.
Serious? That was a heck of a play by George Hill.
He's had a heck of a fourth quarter here. 5:28 and ticking, down to an 8-point Piston lead. Jaden Ivey with the ball on the right wing. Bounce pass to Bagley against Hill. Bagley to the right baseline, double team, wild pass, turned over. Numbers as Bagley is still back there, and Hield misses a 3. Rebound out to Hill, and to Buddy Hield down the lane. Nobody guards him, and he dunks it.
Bagley got hit in the gut. Couldn't get it together. Timeout by Coach Casey.
5:02 to go in the game. It ain't over yet. 112-106 Detroit on the Pistons Radio Network presented by DraftKings.
Hey, this basketball season, turn dunks into dollars with FanDuel, official partner of the Detroit Pistons. Right now, new customers can tip off the season with a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. So Pistons fans, see for yourself why FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. Download this FanDuel Sportsbook app to get started with your no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. Must be 21 or over and present. Michigan. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
Big things are coming to the Detroit Pistons video community. Join the Detroit Pistons gaming community, Motor City Rivals, and compete in new tournaments every month. You can win cash prizes, try out invitations for the Pistons G team, and even the opportunity to play against a Detroit Piston player. Don't miss out. Sign up for free today. Rivalgames.com/Motor City Rivals.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein. 1-800-CALL-SAM is
as David Gaines checks in late. And yeah, the Wizards have it together on defense tonight. They really shut down the Miami Heat starting the third quarter. Back in a moment. 103-89, Wizards on top on the Washington Wizards Radio Network.
There's a new way to win cash instantly.
Now let's take a look around the NBA.
Oh, man.
Presented by DraftKings.
When you're taking a look around the NBA, the Hornets and the Rockets are battling. Rockets up 99-84 on the Hornets. The Heat are down to the Washington Wizards 103-89. Sixers are down to the Hawks 80-72. The Raptors are getting smoked by the Celtics. Magic and the Nets. The Nets are smoking the Magic, and the Grizzlies and the Bucks are in a battle 72-68. And the Knicks and the Pelicans are tied at halftime, and the Bulls and the Mavericks 34-26 Mavericks.
We'll see the Bulls, of course, to close out the season on Sunday in Chicago. Well, if the Pistons do win this game, they can point to 32 points they've gotten off 18 Indiana turnovers.
That's huge.
112-106 Detroit inside of 5 minutes. Killian Hayes with the ball. Screened by Jalen Duren. Hayes underneath the baseline. Has to get it out of there. Ivy in the corner. Goes baseline. He's trapped. Sends it up top to Corey Joseph. Got to get a shot up here. Corey stumbling to the rim. Throws it out. And a crossover move. Banked up and in by Ivy. Holy moly. Taking it all the way to the end of the clock. 114-106. 4.5 minutes remaining. Andrew Nembhard with the basketball. Screened by Jackson to the mid-post on the right. Back up top to Mathurin. Right wing to Nembhard. Cut off by Ivy. Goes to Jackson. Now to Mathurin. Mathurin with a floater in the lane. Goes in and out. Duren had it for a moment. Loose ball foul is going to be called on Mathurin.
Grabbing his arm.
Aaron Neesmith's going to come back in for Buddy Hield. Thank you very much.
Well, they put Corey Joseph on Buddy Hield. We needed Corey to come back in after he got that nice little rest.
114-106 Detroit, 4:10 and ticking. Killian Hayes with the basketball, 24 for him. Ivy's got 28. Killian on a crossover, gets to the dotted line, goes out of the lane, whirls back around, left elbow with 8 to shoot. Now steps it all the way back to a 3, and it goes in and out, and it comes down to Nembhard on the left to right for the Pacers. And it throws a bad pass behind Gabe York, and Nembhard said, I don't know what I was thinking there.
And half of their turnovers have been, nothing aggressive going to the basket. They're just throwing the ball away.
The ball away up. 114-106 Detroit. Killian Hayes with the ball into the traffic, goes up with a shot and scores right at the rim.
Use that off arm, get some space.
116 to 106. Detroit, 3.5 to go. Nemhard to the right elbow. Up top. A little pump fake by Neesmith. Another one couldn't get a shot. Now Nemhard to the free throw line. Slips underneath Corey Joseph and banks it too hard. Duran with a rebound. That's 8 for Duran in the rebound department. 116-106 Detroit, 3:15 to go. This big trip down here. Could be an early dagger if they get a bucket here. Killian Hayes sizes up the defense, goes down the lane, kicks left corner, mishandled by Roden, and going to stay with Detroit.
York gets this expression on his face like, oh, you made the wrong call.
3.4 seconds on the shot clock. So we'll get a timeout here with 3:01 to go to cook up something here. 116 to 106. Hey, isn't that the horn in the back? That's for one of the major league pitching relievers, isn't it? He gets this every time he checks into the game.
Oh, who
the guy?
is
For the life of me, I can't remember who it is. He's out for the year. He had surgery.
Well, that's because of that music.
Oh, it's a great piece of music.
I know it is a great piece of music. That's why he's out.
It's almost like
when you get your own theme music.
Yeah. Did you? Edwin Diaz. Thank you very much, sir.
Who does he pitch for? Well, that's too much.
The Mets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Mets.
If it was the Yankees, I'd have known.
Yeah, you're a Yankee.
I'm an East Coast guy, man. I'm sorry. I'm still on the East Coast, even though I live in the Midwest.
I got you.
My bones are laid there.
So on the night, Detroit's at an even 50% shooting, 42 of 84, 12 triples, 20 of 24 at the free throw line. Hayes and Ivy have combined for 14 of 15 at the free throw line. It's just amazing stuff there.
Well, the turnovers is Indiana's downfall right now. They're, like you said, 34 points.
Man.
And you go, okay, those are some unforced turnovers.
Well, great to see the young backcourt of Hayes and Ivy have the kind of night they're having here this evening. All right, out of the timeout, 3.4 seconds to shoot. Corey Joseph on the drive, high floater, comes up short. Isaiah Jackson with the rebound. He had to get it up over him. 116 to 106, Detroit. Nemhard with the ball. Right side of the floor, Hayes on him. Off it goes to York. Quick three is good. Ooh, he didn't waste any time. Okay. 116 to 109, Gabe York.
Make a couple of threes right now. Get a couple of stops. This would be a really good game.
Ivy off a screen. Ivy bangs inside out. Corey Joseph left wing three, and Scooter answers.
Too late.
119 to 109 Detroit. Corey Joseph with another triple. Mathurin was trapped on the baseline of the left and had it knocked away. Hayes and Ivy. 2:21 remaining, 10-point Piston lead.
Mathurin is not giving him that punch that he gives him off the bench.
Corey Joseph, 18 points, 4 out of 9 from 3. Yet it goes to an up and under move by Neesmith, and he missed it, and Duran just may have caught him in the face as he goes down. Pistons have numbers here if they can find it. Off to Ivy. Ivy down the lane. He gets grabbed by Mathurin. That's 5 on him. Meantime, Neesmith still down on the floor.
And his trainer, I think Pistons trainer's on him.
Yeah. Cutts is taking a look. Let's see what happened. Oh, he caught the elbow of Jalen Duran. Yep, popped him
in the eye
left eye area. So they'll take a look. We'll take a short timeout on the Pistons Radio Network presented by DraftKings.
Your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers have vehicles in stock and ready for you. Plus, new incentives. Now during our Spring into Savings sales event. Check out the 2023 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend, which comes standard with Bliss Cross Traffic Alert and lane keeping system. Right now, current AZ Plan trade-in lessees can lease a 2023 Bronco Sport Big Bend for $379 a month with $3,429 due at signing. Lease payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Some exclusions may apply. Not all buyers will qualify for low mileage Ford Credit Red Carpet lease. Residency restrictions apply. Cash to its signing is after $750 cash back. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 5/1/23. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. So lease a 2023 Bronco Sport Big Bend today for $379 a month, only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
Mark and Rick, Pistons Radio Network, presented by DraftKings. The break by Kia. Good news, Neesmith able to walk off the floor, and they'll check him out back in the Pacer locker room. On the inadvertent elbow from Duran. Luckily, Duran had a wrap on that elbow. Or he would have caught bone on bone.
That wrap don't really protect a lot, but only keeping that elbow kind of tight.
Yeah, not quite as sharp as Ivy at the line hits the first. 120-109 Detroit. 2:07 to go. Second one on the way, goes in and out, and the rebound to Jordan Wara. Nemhard will bring it up the right sideline. Nobody stopped him yet. Now Hayes slows him up. Nemhard curls to the free throw line, gives to Jackson, whirling around. Little acrobatic move, missed the shot though. Duran with a rebound, and he's got another double-double.
It's nice to see Duran the way he's been playing 10 and 10.
Killian Hayes with the basketball. 26 points for him. He's double-teamed, goes to Duran. Here's a cut by Ivy. Spins to the baseline shot, no good. And Gabe York down with a strong rebound. A minute and a half to go. 120-109 Detroit. York stumbling a bit, gives to Matherin, and Killian Hayes fouls him. Don't want to do that.
It's only the 14 foul balls on the side with a minute 25 left. It's really good.
Matherin with just a 12-point night. He'll get it in for the right sideline. Finds Nemhard. And here's a cut by Matherin. Down the lane, bangs into Duran, and he'll pick up the foul. Duran with 10 points, 10 rebounds. That's double-double number 19 on the season. Fifth best for Piston rookie. Some guy named Isaiah Thomas in his rookie season had 24 double-doubles. Aubelineer had 19.
In good company.
Free throw on the way as a make. And a 120-110 Piston lead. Going rather quiet here at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
Yeah, a lot of fans already walked. They've been walking out since the 5-minute mark.
Yeah, this is the final home game for Indiana.
Even though it's a sellout, it was
Second one's a make. 120-111, a full three-possession lead, but still a minute 15 to go. Pistons break the timeline. Jaden Ivey trying to trap him. He gives it up to Corey Joseph near midcourt to Killian. Killian on the move to the dotted line. Oh, he got it. Looked like it might be a little bit short, but he measured it well. 122-111. What a night for Hayes and Ivy. Here is Nemhard. And a lob to Jackson for the dunk. 122-113 Detroit with 54 seconds to go. Hayes being chased by Matherin. Matherin trying to foul him. He couldn't. Killian now trapped. Finds Corey Joseph to Duran. And the dunk is missed. And then knocked out of bounds. Touch last by Corey Joseph. They're unhappy about that one. 41.2 seconds to go. 122-113 Detroit. Pistons close it in on their 17th win. Nemhard with the basketball. Left side, Matherin got a step all the way to the basket. They'll let him score at that junction. Now it's a two-possession game. 122, or a three-possession game, but a low three-possession. Ivy's trapped at midcourt in a heap of trouble here, and Dwayne Casey's going to have to call a timeout. He's not happy about that one. Man.
Killian should have kind of got the ball, and they need to move the ball around.
Well, how about your backcourt when you get this out of him?
When you get 26.
29 for Jaden Ivey, 28 for Killian Hayes, 9 assists Ivey, 6 for Hayes, 4 steals Hayes, 2 for Ivey, 5 rebounds, Ivy. 4 for Killian Hayes. Hayes went 7 of 7 at the line, and Ivy went 8 for 10.
Yeah, that's really good for a young backcourt. And you also got to look at Corey Joseph with his 18 points. So when you got your 3 main ball handlers out there getting some points.
And we might add, they played some heavy minutes. They definitely played some minutes. But when you're playing game number 81 of the season, you just kind of leave it on the line. 41 minutes and 40 seconds for Ivy. 39-27 for Killian Hayes. Corey at 32 minutes and 7 seconds. R.J. Hampton played 32 minutes. Jared Roden played almost 34 minutes.
That's, guys getting opportunities.
All right, we're down to 25.2 seconds to go. Both teams have a timeout.
I like how Corey Joseph ran on the court and tell guys, come on, let's go.
Let's go. Let's finish this thing off strong.
You look at Corey Joseph at 32, 33 minutes, man.
Good stuff. Gets it in from the left sideline. Finds Jaden Ivey. Let's see if they foul. Now they're going to trap him, and they get him all wrapped up. They're going to call a foul, though, on Isaiah Jackson. Down to 22 points. They had a foul to give, so that's what they were doing here.
And they was trying to do it early.
Corey Joseph, left sideline, can go in the backcourt. Does so to Killian Hayes. Chased by Gabe York. Gives to Corey Joseph. Bounce pass to Ivy. Pistons are in no hurry to shoot it here. Ivy with a trap, able to get it to Hayes. Hayes on the attack, pulls up, 15-footer, and it rims out. But only 6 seconds to go, and the Pistons are up 7. Here comes Matherin. Matherin with a lob to Jackson, who missed the tip in. And the Pistons have split the season series with the Indiana Pacers. They're going to look at that, but we do believe the Pistons are going to get this win 122-115. Just a terrific game. Started out just a touch slow. Indiana double-digit leads, and then Corey Joseph checked into the game, and it just
started to change.
Turn things around. So that was good.
Kevon Harris will check into the game now, replacing Michael Carter-Williams.
He and Schofield in the backcourt, they look like they just run you over. Well, well-built guys.
Admiral Schofield's brother O'Brien, the former NFL lineman.
Nah, that's it. That's not no surprise.
Former Seahawk. Kevon Harris working left, bumping with O'Neal. Fadeaway at the dotted line, rolls off, no good. And deflects it out of bounds, last touch by Brooklyn.
This is how these games go all the time, though. I mean, you just get comfortable when you get up 20, and if you relax at all, they can come back, make it interesting.
Inbound the ball. Handling on the right, gives to Harris. Moves it left. Schofield's got it. 5 to shoot. Try to attack the foul line. Broke it up. Stolen away. Nets get it ahead. O'Neal into the front court. Peels back to the wing. He'll back it out for Claxton. Move it out top on the right to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie, top of the arc. Gives right corner to Cam Johnson. Run off the line. Drive and kick up top to Dinwiddie. 9 to shoot. Spencer. Back it up. Cam Johnson. Gets the defender to bite. Drives to the rim and slams it home with the right hand. Timeout Orlando.
Such a big part of his game. We talked about it that time on the shot fake. Selling it with his eyes and then going to the rack to finish.
4:41 to go. Fourth quarter in Brooklyn. Nets 88, Magic 75 on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
Town Fair Tire became New England's #1 discount tire dealer by giving you the absolute lowest prices guaranteed. And with over 100 stores from Connecticut to Maine, we'll beat anybody's price. Other dealers, we beat them. Warehouse clubs, we beat them. Online sites, we beat them all every day. So remember, for the absolute guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Discount prices, Town Fair Tire.
Grubhub presents Meditations for Takeout Night. You deserve takeout whenever you want it. The food you want is within the Grubhub app and thus within you. You control your own future and can order ahead for it. You manifest Grubhub's reliable delivery. You are one with your Grubhub order. Find your happy plates. Go for Grubhub.
40 days up to 40 pounds. Everybody say it with me. 40 days up to 40 pounds. With the warmer days of spring approaching, you need to get rid of the oversized sweatshirt. Reach out to NJ Diet. You'll lose a contractually guaranteed 20 to 40 plus pounds in only 40 days. They'll use your hair, saliva, and blood work along with bioenergetic scans to personalize natural solutions and supplements to get your body into the fat burning zone so you can finally lose that weight. Then NJ Diet uses DNA info to help you keep it off. You'll be slimmer before the summer with the help of NJ Diet. And best of all, it's contractually guaranteed. You're fully supervised the entire time to make sure you're burning fat, not just losing water. And you even get the doctor's personal email and phone number. Locations throughout the East Coast or worldwide with live online video consults. So call 855-5NJ-DIET or schedule your consultation today by going to NJ Diet. That's NJDiet.com. One more time, NJDiet.com. 40 days up to 40 pounds, 40 days up to 40 pounds.